On. I think I fixed it. Andre, let me know if you're hearing me okay. I think it was connecting to the other mic, so let me know if you're hearing me okay, Andre. Give me a thumbs up who's ever in here. Let me know if you're hearing me okay. Like I said, folks, I am very pissed. Very, very pissed. Because we are how many minutes? 12 minutes in. And, I don't know what happened. Folks, I don't know what happened. I did everything that I usually do. And Raw Sports just decided to not show the game for the first 12 minutes. I don't know if it's even at 12 minutes right now. But like I said, everybody, welcome. This may have completely annihilated my stream. I'm very pissed. And I hope the Rush Sports people are hearing me for this. So for my regular viewers, I hope you guys come back in. All my regular fans who probably jumped off the stream because it was not coming on. I see Redo and James, West Indies FAs in there. I didn't get to see the first 10 minutes. As soon as I turned on the TV, I saw Algeria got the ball in the back of the net. I could have tell it was offside. Argentina. I'm seeing McAllister in midfield, so I'm going to pull up the formations. And like I said, folks, I'm live on TikTok, Twitch, and on YouTube. And I can't believe this happened. The Scotland stream was so smooth when James and I was here. And in terms of lineups, Scaloni opted for the 4-4-2 from what I'm seeing here. Algeria, the 4-3-3. Messi, Lautaro Martinez up front. Almada, Enzo, McAllister, Rodrigo, De Paul, Medina at left back. So no big surprises for me based on the injuries. No big surprises. So as you can see, I have my studio all set up, folks. I expect Algeria to be a very difficult game, folks. I don't know where all these supposed analysts out there are saying it's going to be an easy group. Clearly, it's either they just like to downplay the other teams or whatever. But I knew this was going to be a difficult group. And, at least I'm in the game now. So, folks, those of you who were in before, I hope you come back in. And for those of you who are on, everybody who's in the stream right now, make sure and, get it out there to your people because a lot of people are waiting in the lobby. And like I said, that's why I didn't start. So I'm here alone today because usually for Argentina games, I'm very pissed off. Algeria pressing high up front. So, of course, folks, the analysis mode goes straight out the window for me because I'm a massive Argentina fan. And honestly, I am so angry right now. This is the worst way to start off, a campaign for me for somebody who's looking at this game. And like I said, folks, because the stream was a disaster, I hope you all you share it with your people and get people on the stream as well because what a bit of a disaster this was. So right now I'm talking to people here in the chat here to let them know what's going on because they're asking. So Algeria, as expected, being tough, very mobile in midfield. You don't know this, but Argentina. One of my criticisms of Argentina is that they came in with a lot of injuries. Scaloni, maybe I don't know if it's bad luck because the same thing happened in the last World Cup, but I felt as if he didn't try enough players in alternate positions, and I don't expect this group to be easy. I know a lot of people were saying, "Oh, Algeria is going to be easy," but they're not. They're absolutely not. So, while I'm in here, I'm going to forward this link to people as well. Like I said, people, I'm going to need your help. Everybody in the chat who's in here. To share this with everybody because as you all know the stream was a little bit of a disaster to start, a complete disaster, and I'm really mad at Flo for this. So of course we'll be doing a watch along tomorrow with Terry Fennick and myself for the England game, but right now I don't care. I really don't care right now because it's the Argentina game and I hope it's not a Saudi Arabia situation. When you're an Argentina fan, it is you have to suffer. So I'm sending this to people as well who missed it, who may have not been able to jump on. This is ridiculous. So Argentina, Messi dropping very deep. This will be a good indicator of how ready Argentina is. Now, as we can see here, in the last World Cup, Saudi Arabia, Messi taking on his man. Come on, Leo. What a goal, folks! Leo Messi. Just when I was being cynical about Argentina, Leo Messi scores, folks. Making up for that lack of stream. Messi rewards me. Messi knew I was suffering. Messi knew I was suffering. What a beautiful goal. What a beautiful goal. Leo Messi opening the scoring for Argentina, folks. Argentina! I was working on that. I was working on that, folks. So everybody in here, like I said, it is 1-0 Argentina in the 17th minute. Like I said, this I don't know why. Let me see if I could get the time accurate now. So I think we're in the 17th minute here. I had to fix everything. So Lionel Messi from outside the box showing. Folks, this is until this game is done, I'm not going to celebrate. But what a goal. What a goal, folks. James, could the keeper have done better there, James? Or did the swerve at the last minute catch him? I would love to hear James' opinion. So Andre and everybody in there, make sure and share this with everybody out there. Because I think I did lose a lot of people in the lobby when I took really long to start because of rush. But Argentina 1-0. What a goal by Leo. What a goal by Leo Messi, folks. What a goal. What a goal. I was going to use bad words. But anybody who is an Argentina fan knows you cannot celebrate until the game is done. This is a team where we have to suffer. And unfortunately, that's how it is. That's how it is. So like everybody, I'm actually messaging a lot of people to apologize because they were looking forward to the stream. So yes, I'm messaging people right now as we speak. So Argentina 1, Algeria 0. That is what's happening right now, folks. That is what's happening right now. So I'm sending it to everybody in here to make sure that they get it. So this is, honestly, I'm trying to juggle a whole bunch of things. This is ideally what Argentina needed to start. But folks, experience has taught me, and any Argentina fan, you do not celebrate until the final whistle. Every team is good in the World Cup. You have to show them respect. Algeria has been playing well. And, truth be told, I'm seeing Jokayev on the feed I've been doing. Folks, could anybody explain to me why everybody else in their feed, they were seeing the game except me? Because I don't understand what's going on. I know there's people in the TikTok right now as well, so I'm trying to juggle everybody who missed the initial stream. So let's go in here as well. James is not with me tonight. So I see my neighbor is messaging me right now. Everybody, and I really appreciate that people are still looking for me on the stream with all the technical difficulties, which in this case was not my case. If I do nonsense, I will take the blame. But today it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So for people in the TikTok as well, let me know where you're watching from. This is absolutely crazy. So I'm taking a look at, TikTok here. So I'm live on TikTok and Twitch as well. I see a lot of people have been messaging me. 78 likes. So people in the TikTok stream, are you Argentina fans? Redo, Andre Jones, Rachel! That's a joke for us. So Lionel Messi with a golazo in the 20th minute. But make no mistake, folks, Algeria are creating some problems. But I think that's exactly what Argentina need. But folks, let's remember, in 2022, Argentina opened the scoring. They had about 3 or 4 goals disallowed for offside, and we saw what happened in the end there. So it's very, very difficult. Anthony Garcia, Messi just scored. Switcher, did he sell play? I really appreciate people. Honestly, folks, I really appreciate you all supporting me with the technical stuff because it was out of my control. I did all the streams before and they were perfectly fine. And, I hope this is, it continues to be, okay. I'm just going to, I see people, I'm going to fix the chat as well for people who want to be seen. So I'm going to fix that in the stream as well. So everybody who's in here right now, let me just get the chat back up. Why can't I find the chat? Where is my chat? So, folks, let me know where y'all watching it from and if you all had any problems. Because I'm really not sure why that happened to me. I honestly don't know what happened. Why can't I find my chat box? That's really weird. Oh, there we go. There we go. So my chat box was hidden. There we go. I'm gonna re-add the chat box because a lot of people are not seeing their comments in there. So let's see. I'm gonna re-add the chat box in here, folks. There we go. For some reason, we're not seeing the comments, but whatever. At this point, I can't really fix that right now. At halftime, I'll sort it out. But folks, let me know if you guys are seeing me. And we're back. And we're back. I don't know why the chat isn't showing up, but I'll fix that at halftime. Right now, it's just important to get the game going. Argentina, people in the TikTok as well. I have to keep track of everything because I lost a lot of people. I'm upset Zidane would have had a serious conversation with his son after this game. From Steven on TikTok. Welcome, Steven. Welcome, Anthony, and everybody else. Like I said, folks, James and I are trying to get to 10,000 likes on TikTok. Messi, Almada linking up nicely. Nice triangular passing. Leo with a cross in. Unfortunately, nobody's there. So, folks, a lot of people have been wondering, where's Julian Alvarez? Well, Alvarez is injured. I figured he spent a lot of time with Atletico Madrid, and I think he's doing a lot of PRP treatment, platelet-rich plasma, whatever you call that. But I think this will be very important for Argentina that they try to get the result. Don't put too much strain on Messi because he's going to be 38. And you have to really manage your players and also not be complacent. And also Argentina have a tough draw. I'm not saying this game is done yet. I will not celebrate until this game is done. So Argentina passing the ball around. Cuti Romero, Lisandro Martinez starting. I think that will probably be the main starting duo. Let me know what you all think. So, Emi Martinez, Argentina calming things down a bit. Showing a little game management. So people in the TikTok, everybody's coming in. Like I said, folks, everybody in the TikTok and so on, be sure if you're following to like and also make sure and subscribe as well. Usually I go through all this before the game starts. I was supposed to have a 15-minute discussion before the game starts, but, it is what it is. And of course, feel free to follow us on all the socials right now. But right now I'm totally focused on the game. Analysis goes out the window, folks. This is a watch along. And I rearranged the studio, folks. What do you think about the studio? Let me know. This is like Argentine headquarters right now, the AFA. I won't disclose the location. So, Algeria applying a lot of pressure, as you could see. Pressuring very selectively. And now I guess it's the water break. Now, a lot of people have been criticizing the water break. So, so now that it's a water break, we can talk a little bit, folks. Let's talk about what happened. First of all, Argentina, Messi with an absolute golazo of a goal. Absolute golazo. I have to make sure and look at the camera. So I have the stream on this side on one of my big screens. You all can't see it, but so yeah. So I see people are trying to get in touch with me and so on. But like I said, everybody in chat, I really appreciate you all supporting me because usually we start 15 minutes before, and my rush feed was not on. It was just not on. I don't know what happened and why that took place, and I missed a significant amount of the match. So everybody was trying to help me out, my buddies, my bros in the chats and so on. I really appreciate that. So everybody in here, I will try to figure out what's going on with the chat box and why it's not coming on. But I'm seeing the comments as well. And my alerts are not coming on for some reason, but I'll fix it. So, I missed at least 20 minutes. I was trying to find a stream and I decided I was not going to start until the game started. So it's 1-0 for Argentina fans. This is great, but we all know from experience, this is we can't, relax here. We can't relax at all. So like I said, I'm going to read out the formations here. Argentina playing with 4-4-2. In terms of the momentum maps, Argentina are on top. So there is 4-4-2 and 4-3-3 for Algeria. And of course, in case you all don't know, Zidane's son is in goal. And, James, people I would like to know in here if you all think he should have done better on the goal. I think the ball swerved at the last minute. I'm looking at the replay here. This ref cam is so cool, though. Like, honestly, I'm looking at the replay here, and the defender did exactly what he was supposed to do. He did exactly what he's supposed to do. So earlier today, Mbappe scored, and then Lionel Messi scored. Zidane's son probably thinking he could have done better. But when I look at the replay, the ball swerved at the last minute. He pretty much had everything lined up in the line of sight. So one of my concerns for Argentina is Medina. Scaloni seems to have a lot of faith in him. The last, cycle for Argentina, it was Tagliafico and Acuna. And, this time around, it's Medina. So, a lot of players are coming back into the lineup. And like I said, folks, I'm really trying to get a lot of people have been asking me. I'm going to resend them the link here as well. So I'm really trying to get people back involved. But I am really pissed. I am really pissed about what took place earlier. And everybody in here, be sure to show some love. I know you guys are watching the game right now. All over the world. We usually have a 15-minute chat before. And like I said, I had everything set up. I fixed up the studio for everybody. Tomorrow, Terry will be joining us. James will return as well. We'll be doing stuff in live locations. I may possibly go to the World Cup as well. So, let me know if you're hearing me okay. So there was a lot of technical issues that were outside my control, but the hydration break has stopped. I'm making sure my clock is okay. And once again, Algeria applying high pressure up front. I think Almada losing a bit of possession. I have a little bit of concern about Almada because, at Atletico Madrid, I don't know what it is with Simeone. The same thing happened to Paul and Correa before. When they go there, they seem to kind of lose a bit of form. Almada was not starting. And, Argentina, honestly, for me to feel a bit more comfortable, Argentina needs to get that second goal. There are no weak teams in the World Cup. I keep hearing people saying that is an easy team. And, the Curacao result against Germany didn't help. But, I don't think that's a fair assessment. So McAllister, deep. Enzo and McAllister doing well there. I know a lot of people said McAllister didn't have the greatest seasons. But, even in the last World Cup, McAllister and Enzo did not even start until they played in the World Cup. So Messi dropping very deep in that free roaming role as expected. Kind of like Modric for Croatia. I don't expect him, once the game maintains any sort of composure, to really shift too much. But like I said, Lautaro applying that pressure. So the thing is, this time around, Lautaro is in good shape. He had a good season with Syria. Everybody knows I'm an Inter Milan fan, so shout out to my Inter Milan boys. And, I really appreciate the support in here right now, folks. Be sure to like and subscribe. I don't know why my notifications are not popping up, but, whatever. I'll figure it out at halftime. So, we're approaching the half an hour mark. I think Algeria feel they could get something from this game. Ever since the goal was scored, they are trying to progress up the field. Messi is definitely roaming in that middle area. He's not pressing too high, but when he has to, he presses. They allow Algeria to come up a few steps. A lot of questions have been asked, folks, with DePaul playing in Inter Miami. If that may have affected his play, can he still do it at the elite level? Montiel. There were a lot of questions about Montiel and the wing backs for Argentina. I thought Molina was going to start, but, he went for the reliable Montiel. Argentina doing well to keep possession here. Algeria applying a lot of pressure. Medina going down the wings. One of my criticisms of Medina is that he does not give as much wide attacking play that maybe Tagliafico and Acuna did. He's probably a bit more withdrawn, a bit more safe. And nice 1-2 back flicks from Argentina. Lautaro, Enzo, McAllister. But of course, Algeria doing enough to negate the beautiful passing right now. So Montiel, Argentina probing, looking for gaps. Back to Lisandro. Algeria pressing. So not giving Argentina too much options. They're cutting off the passing lane. So Argentina has to be very careful. And Emi Martinez, of course, looks like he's fully recovered. And according to the press conference last night, Scaloni said he was recovered. DePaul likes that position there. And, we'll see how he performs during the World Cup. Messi with a rare pass that did not meet its objective. I think I saw what he tried to do. And like I said, a lot of people have been asking questions. Can Leo Messi, because he's playing in the MLS, can he still maintain those levels at an international tournament like this? And I guess we'll see. I guess the same question is, Ronaldo as well. Ronaldo is 41. Messi is turning 38. Messi applying some pressure. Getting a little extra foot on the Algerian player, and he acknowledges. Anybody who plays football knows that can happen. So he went over to apologize. I should have wore the home kit. Should I change back into the home kit, folks? Should I do that? I just really love this away kit. I have the home kit behind me right now. I could change to the home kit at halftime. Not on screen. I don't want to get charged for indecent exposure. But, you all could let me know. How's that going? I don't have my tech support or James with me tonight. But like I said, the ref is looking at something. I'm guessing he's thinking Messi probably should have gotten a yellow for that. So, like I said, folks, when I came on, it was a bit scary because I lost at least 12 minutes of the game. And I'm going to bring that up over and over. The reason why the stream started late, because I had no stream. There was no video for me to see. I was frantically looking for other websites. And eventually it came on, so that's why I came on now. Which is ridiculous. So like I said, folks, everybody in here who has been supporting Extra Time TV and all around the world, I don't know how the algorithm works, because a lot of people will be looking at this afterwards. My apologies in advance for why the stream started off that way. I don't know why it did that. But like I said, keep the comments coming. Let me know. Let me keep a track on TikTok as well. I see Terry Fennick as well is watching. So different people in different streams as well. So guys, I'm seeing in the TikTok live here. I'm taking a look. Paying attention. So I'm seeing Antonio Garcia. The water break is over. Yeah, it's over. It's over. Would be... I'm reading his comments. Nico Paz would be the new man for Argentina. Yeah, I agree. Antonio, once he's fit, because he did come in with a little bit of an injury. He didn't play the last game of the season at Como. So now we'll see. If Argentina can safely negotiate this group, perhaps Scaloni could do some rotations, maybe for the third game. And, honestly, that one extra game, according to the pathway, it's possible. Let's say if all goes well as it's supposed to, and hopefully it does, Argentina gets to the top of the group. I think second place, the group with Spain and Uruguay, Argentina will probably have to face Uruguay. But then Uruguay got a draw and Spain got a draw. So that group is still up for grabs. And wouldn't it be harsh for either Spain or Argentina to play that game so early in the tournament? That would be brutal. Like my honest opinion, back in 2018, I think if Argentina did not play France, I'm not saying they would have won the World Cup, but I think they would have probably gotten further than they did. Anthony Garcia, actually rush feed started late on the diesel play also. Folks, what do you all think about, this whole rush? I personally don't have an issue with the channel, but if you're going to run this thing, do it properly. Do it properly. So like I said, folks, I'm really trying to get this thing going here. A lot of people were patient with me with this stream, and you're in here now, so I hope everybody sees it. So I'm forwarding it to other people as well as we speak. As we speak, I'm sending it to people. Argentina with a chance. Lautaro. Oh my gosh. We need that second goal, folks. We need that second goal. I'm sending it to people because people are asking for this. So I hope you guys are supporting. So I'm sending it to everybody as well because people are probably wondering. I know a lot of people in the lobby. So folks, keep the comments coming. And, I'm going to pay attention. I'm going to figure out at halftime why the chat is not working like it should. So like I said, folks, in the TikTok, people in the TikTok, let me know where you are. I know a lot of people are probably watching on their big screens as well, and you'll probably have some very hilarious highlight reels. But here we go. Lautaro is very good at holding up the ball. Oh no, that's Almada. Grabbing his face. I think he got elbowed in the face. Almada is not the type of player. This generation of Argentine players, I know there's a stupid stereotype that, South Americans dive. Like if it's something only they do. Let's take a look at the replay. Ooh, yes, he did get a trailing elbow. I don't think it was intentional. But yeah, that looks painful. Anybody who plays football, I hear people in these sports bars saying, oh, get up. But when you play them in football matches, they're soft. So like I said, folks, let me know how is it going. It's 36 minutes in. It's possible this feed could be a little bit behind. Because I noticed I had to change the time at least a couple times. And now it's saying 36. So let me try to a bit of a long range shot there. Even for Messi, that was pretty optimistic. So Scaloni on the sideline there, doing his thing, looking sharp. And he's a guy, for a fact complacency is not their thing. So folks, do you think I should change my jersey at halftime? Let me know what you're thinking. So Algeria playing through the middle. Rodrigo De Paul, Like I said, a lot of people have been criticizing the move to Inter Miami. Lionel Messi taking on his man. 3 guys. Beautiful threaded ball to Lautaro. Lautaro trying to get the ball to Almada. So, not fully clicking yet, folks. Not fully clicking yet, but there's a shot of, I think it's Mario Kempes. I can't see the other guys here. I'm seeing Tapia, the president of the AFA. I will switch to my home jersey at halftime. And I did my hair, folks, because I don't know, just feeling crazy. So Algeria, I think, doing well. I think Argentina playing what I would say kind of efficient, probing football. Algeria trying to find gaps in the midfield. And an attempt to go down the wing there. Medina not dealing with it well, but recovered by Lisandro. I'm not a huge fan of Medina, folks. I'm not a huge fan of Medina. Of course, he's in the squad now, so I'm going to support him. But I'm not a huge fan of Medina, who plays in Marseille. He was also previously joined by Baird, but he got injured and had to come out. But, I don't think Medina, even in the friendlies, one of my criticisms that I thought Scaloni would have probably tried more players. And, he didn't. I think maybe he made up his mind a long time ago. And listen, the man did what many other famous Argentinian coaches couldn't do since '86. So, I guess we have to trust him. You run the risk of relying too much on previous players. Lionel Messi once again showing beautiful ball out wide to Enzo. Enzo still has the ball. Still has the ball. I thought he would have lost it by now. Holding possession really well. Messi with a beautiful triangle. Trying to link up with Almada. And, trying to open up. So Messi gesturing to his players. Messi being a proper captain. So I see people in the TikTok as well. I see the likes are already going up. Get more. Yes, change your jersey to Shaka. Of course, you'll ever get more. You wouldn't believe how much of a disaster this stream was at the beginning. Rush Sports, it did not come on. And, for whatever reason, technology, wow. I missed 13 minutes, Get More. So welcome, Get More. I don't know why my chat isn't showing up on the screen, but I will fix it. And like I said, usually I start 15 minutes before, but at halftime while we're talking, I will try to fix it and see what's going on. I don't know why this is happening. Algeria probing through the middle, trying to find those gaps. I think they may have identified the left side. I don't know if they're going to target Medina. I did rearrange the studio a little bit. So my regular people who are in here, let me know what you think about this side of the studio. I don't think you'll ever saw this before. But I figured, hey, why not show the EXTV logo behind? So Algeria pushing high up. In the last World Cup, even though Argentina were pretty watertight in the Copa America and so on, we did see in many games, the defense did show moments of, vulnerability against the Dutch, even Australia and France. So a beautiful through ball. Caused a little bit of problems there. That was a very clever through ball there. But, saved by Emi Martinez. Do you like it, Get More? People in the chat, let me know what's going on. And like I said, Get More, I'm going to need all your help because the chat, this stream was a little bit of a disaster because I lost about 12 minutes. So a corner for Algeria. Taken quickly. Come on. Ball quickly to the top of the box. He's probably going to cross in quickly. Not well dealt with. And headed wide. Let's take a look at that replay. So they're showing us a replay of the Messi goal. Wow, what a goal. What a goal. I think the keeper thought he had the line of sight right. And, we have a goalkeeper in the stream right now. James, you can let me know what's going on. Let me know what's going on. It just pulled away at the last minute. So I think that's what caught Zidane. By the way, the goalkeeper is Zidane's son, if you all didn't know that. So what a way to kind of take the pressure off. And I can tell you there is no Argentina fan that is relaxed right now because, wow. Number 14 for Algeria. He definitely wriggled through some players here. Messi here on the counter-attack. Can he create something? He doesn't have the pace like before, but he can get past players. He's a bit more involved than I realized, but I think that's credit to Algeria. Almada liked his spot here on top of the box. I knew he was going to shoot, but eventually it was over the bar. So like I said, folks, everybody in the chat, I did have some problems with the stream at the beginning. And like I said, welcome to the World Cup chat. We'll be doing a whole bunch of these. Be sure to share and get your friends out abroad, and for my Spanish-speaking friends, bienvenido. my Argentina friends. I know there's a lot of them in there. I know a lot of people jumped out because the stream wasn't coming on. So, make sure and share with everybody. Argentina won, Algeria 0, folks. And like I said, I don't know why the comments are not showing up. I will figure that out afterwards. But we're approaching halftime. And like I said, folks, I can't relax because the last World Cup, this is kind of how it was. So, I don't think the team is really clicking at 100. Argentinian teams have shown in the past they don't really start off in the first game. Forza Lauti. Kirby, welcome to the chat. Kirby, you always support me and I appreciate that. Kirby, I had a master disaster with the stream at the beginning. I was telling everybody Rush Sports it just didn't come on until the 12th minute. And, so a lot of people may have jumped off the stream. So I'm really counting on everybody to share and join in. And I really appreciate the support we got on the live stream. And I really hope that people jump back on. And let me know where you're all watching from. I know Getmore's in the UK. Kirby, where are you looking at the game? Is your rush working? And all the Inter Milan boys? So I would love to see Lautaro Martinez get on the sheet. Because, he has a point to prove from the last World Cup. He did kind of make up for it at the Copa America. The last World Cup, he did miss a lot of chances. And, he probably could have buried that France game. And even against, I think Australia, he also had a chance. But he was playing with an ankle injury. As an Inter Milan fan, I support my boy, Lautaro. And, I hope he has a good tournament. This time around, Julian Alvarez is the one that comes in. Now, Algeria getting some space in the midfield. I noticed that was the second time they created some space in the midfield area. Number 14. Let me get his name correctly. So people in the TikTok as well, let me know what's going on. Like I said, folks, I want to get my subscribers up to 10,000. We want to do that. And also be sure to follow us on the socials below there. We will be giving away prizes, folks. And we'll be having meetups and IRL streams. So when you like, subscribe, share, and all those things, you will automatically qualify for a chance to win a jersey of your choice, club or country. Possibly a copy of EA 27 when it comes out, and other cool prizes. So, do that. And also head over to extvmedia.com. I wrote an article about Argentina with some SofaScore data. And I'd like to say a special thank you to SofaScore, has been a partner with EXTV as well, giving us data and insight. And, a special tribute to Gaston from SofaScore, who's also Argentinian as well. So Argentina has to be very careful, because I don't think the defense is as watertight as before. And Algeria continuously going down the left side. So I don't know if they identified, maybe they see Medina as a little bit of a weak link, because they are going down that left side all the time. Medina, I think, has not convinced me in the friendlies, folks. He has not. Let's take a look at the ref cam. Yeah, that was like maybe against another team that would have been dangerous. So I'm not very happy with what I'm seeing here. I'm not very happy. I'm talking as a fan here, folks, not as an analyst here. So I'm seeing people here. Everybody who's in here right now, let me know what's going on. I think Lautaro drawing a foul there. Argentina going to want to get into halftime. Don't concede any goals. Lionel Messi, there's 4 minutes of extra time. So I want to make sure my clock is in sync, because the time has changed a lot because of this Rush Sports feed. So I'm going to fix the time. It's saying 13, 14. So I think mine is in sync finally. Finally, it's in sync. So yes, folks, Algeria had a bit of a half chance here. So if it's one thing, Algeria are the kind of team, and I told people before this, there was no arrogance on my end. Algeria is the kind of team that, like Morocco and all these other teams, are very confident. These guys have caught up. There are no minnows in football anymore, folks. But a lot of these countries have invested a lot of time and money in their football, except Trinidad and Tobago. And, they are showing it. So when I hear, a lot of people saying that's an easy team, that's crazy. What is wrong with you all? So a corner here for Algeria. Headed out by McAllister. I guess everybody has different times on their feed. I'm guessing Rush will be off because I don't know what was going on. A lot of people, they were getting Rush and I didn't. Maybe it's a conspiracy. And folks, I can tell you there are people who do these things. Play the X-Files music. So everybody in the stream right well, make sure and you share it out there at halftime. I'll try to figure out what's going on with the chat and why it's not showing up on the screen right now. I don't know why that's happening. So McAllister easily kind of beaten there. So Algeria getting a lot of movement on the top of the Argentina area. It's almost like Argentina kind of sitting back and waiting for that counter-attack, which is a little bit dangerous with teams today. McAllister, Romero, Lisandro, slowing it down. I think they're using their experience. I think they just want to get to the halftime with 1-0 and regroup. Now we have these hydration breaks, aka commercial breaks. I know a lot of people are mad about it, but I'm not. You all, there's worse things in football, and I don't think that's such a big deal. The water breaks were required. A lot of people are saying it was this big conspiracy by FIFA, but it's not. I don't think it's any conspiracy. I think they saw another window to make money, which is what they do. I think the ticket prices are crazy. De Paul with a little bit of a risky ball back there. Argentina really trying to calm things down. Emi, who there were concerns about his finger. Lautaro Martinez heading the ball straight towards... I want to get that player's name because he's playing really well. Anthony Garcia. So we may experience some challenges. I got a message from Didicel Play that they're experiencing technical difficulties. Of course, on the day of the Argentina game, they're experiencing technical difficulties. I was in the capital city today, and my phone was down. And I could tell you this. You guys are losing some massive subscriptions because of that. Massive subscriptions. If you guys want to bid and spend a lot of money on the World Cup, you have to make sure and have redundancies in place. I have to admit, Argentina, look, I don't know if that's a game plan or if Algeria is forcing them back, but Argentina kind of sitting back and allowing Algeria to come at them at the top of the box there. And I don't know if it's a tactic to go on the counter-attack, but I don't think so. I think it's more credit to Algeria's play. I think Enzo drew a foul there. So we don't want a situation. This is what happened in the last World Cup. Once again, Medina. He doesn't get into a lot of attacking areas like Tagliafico and Acuna did. He's a very physical player. He has a lot of characteristics physically, like Marcos Rojo, for those of you who remember him. But let's hope he grows into the tournament. Scaloni seems to have a lot of faith in him. I think Tagliafico as well, he's nursing an injury as well. So a lot of injured players in there. I thought I would have seen Paredes start. But it seems as if he went with Enzo and Enzo, De Paul, and McAllister. The reliable trio. Up until the 2022 World Cup, it was, let's see. So according to SofaScore, it's halftime. So I'm guessing we are a couple seconds behind on the feed there, folks. We're a couple seconds behind. So I'm guessing it's halftime. Is it halftime? It looks that way. Okay, so it's halftime, folks. Let me pause my clock here. All right, so folks, if you're just joining us, it's 1-0 Argentina with Messi with a golazo, and we had a lot of technical difficulties. But if you're just joining us right now, be sure to like, subscribe, see the links. You see the little handles below on the screen there. Check that out, and be sure to give us that. We want to get up to 10,000 subscribers. It is really going to help the channel. I really appreciate the support and everybody in here. And I will try to see if I could get a chat up and running as well. For everybody who's in here, let's have a halftime talk as well. What do you think about the game so far? James and everybody who was here at the beginning, I thought that first goal was amazing. A lot of people might be saying, hey, let me make sure I keep an eye on the TikTok people as well. A lot of people might be saying, hey, Enzo, maybe he could have done more. So get more. Everybody, since Argentina are playing in the home jersey, should I switch to the home jersey? Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about Argentina's play right now. And like I said to everybody, be sure to really, give me that support in the stream. Right now, if you see me breaking eye contact from time to time, it's because I'm sending the stream to other people as well, because I had a lot of technical difficulties, and I'm going to say it over and over. I was sitting here waiting. I usually start 15 minutes before, and there was no feed. And they're saying they're getting technical difficulties. I saw that problem today. So let me pull up some stats from SofaScore, folks. Beautiful SofaScore. So let's see. Let's pull up some stats here really quickly. So, possession. Wow, I'm seriously blind. Possession 56 for Argentina. Expected goals 0.19. Total shots 4. 3 for Algeria. Corner kicks 2 for them. 0 for Argentina. 7 fouls. Passes and so on. And the shot map, Argentina, a lot of their shots coming from the left side and central area where, and then of course Messi scored that beautiful goal. But what do you think about Algeria's play? How do you think they're doing? I would be happy with a 1-0 from Candice. I just want us to win the first game, folks. I want us to win. I want the players. Argentina in recent World Cups have always started up a bit shady and then they grow a bit dodgy. And like I said, folks, I did have a little bit of a disaster at the beginning of the stream. So I really want everybody out here to support. And maybe I don't normally ask people to do this, but, share with all the people who would like the Argentina game and all my Argentina friends as well. Like I said, I'm trying to keep track of all the people in the chats and TikTok and so on. So, I will try to work on the stream. So like I said, it's halftime. Argentina 1, Algeria 0. I think Algeria are a very tricky team. And if Argentina could negotiate this with a win, I'll be very happy. Right now, people are asking me for the streams. I'm sending it to them. So I'm really glad that people are joining me for the watch along. So like I said, I'm telling people as well. They're asking, and I really appreciate that. So a lot of guys in there as well. So yes, folks. So like I said, I saw a lot of people I'm messaging, so if I got quiet really quickly. So it's halftime. So folks, let me know in the chat. Candice, that offside goal from Algeria gave me a heart attack. Well, that's when my stream came on, folks. My stream came on when Algeria put the ball in the back of the net, and I was like, oh my goodness. Folks, you would not have liked to have seen how angry I was. Also, people, I was kind of doing this beforehand. Do you all want me to put this uniform on? Do you all want me to put on the home? I was so busy trying to fix this stream, I knocked that jersey down. And what do you think about my studio? Argentina headquarters, folks. I set it up for everybody. I did all this work, and then Rush let me down. Rush, you're really going to have to make this up to the fans. I'm not the only one. A lot of people were pissed off. No, I understand. That sometimes things could have technical issues. I have technical issues on these streams all the time. But come on. Come on, man. That's crazy. You're already making people pay to see this. At least make the thing work. So whoever's running it, I guess there's some sort of technical errors. So in the meantime, while we're talking, I'm going to fix the chat. So you're going to see me kneeling down in front of my TV here. I don't know why my chat is giving a little bit of trouble, but I'm going to try to fix it. So let's see here. Let's see why that's happening. I don't know why. But I'm going to delete the chat and bring it back in and see what's going on. I don't know why that's happening. I don't know why that's going on, but I will try to fix it. I see we're getting a little bit some spam in there maybe, I don't know. So please ignore that. I see some people jumping in there. So folks, like I said, folks, while I'm sitting down in front of this thing here, I'm trying to fix the chat as well. And the good thing about these live streams that is very informal. We're watching this game. And I know there's a couple of friends all over the planet as well. So I'm trying to message as a lot of people as possible. Yes, I think they will put on my home jersey, Rush letting everyone down. Yeah, I mean, my Rush is working right now, but I just think that's unacceptable. I mean, I understand. I've worked in tech before, but that's crazy. That's crazy. So like I said, a lot of people have been asking. Somebody asking me where. Like I said, a lot of people in there. Let me know where you're messaging from. I know a lot of people. I really appreciate that a lot of people are still joining in. So like I said, I'm trying to fix everything. So folks, like I said, make sure, let me know if the stream is working, the link is working, and I'm sending it to some of my friends in Malaysia, Sivan John and all those guys, my Argentina friends, Imundo Albay Celeste guys. I'm trying to send that to him as well. So if you think I'm quiet, it's because I'm sending to everybody in the chat. I want to see what everybody is saying. Let me know your thoughts. I'm a little bit nervous, folks. I'm wondering if I should change my jersey. I'm going to try to fix the chat. I'm going to see if I could get that spam out of there real quick. So, I'm guessing it's a big chat. So, I don't really like this, whatever it is in there. So, I'm going to try to add a chat. Let's try to get the comments back in here. I don't know why that's happening. My alerts and chats just went completely off. So I'm going to add that back in there. So like I said, folks, let me know how you think Argentina is playing. And what do you think Scaloni needs to do? I didn't like how, Algeria. And like here, folks, I'm not here to be an analyst. I'm here to support my team today. So, I mean, Algeria, I think I've been doing really well, creating the chances that they're creating. And, it's a little bit of a concern for me. So I'm adding the chat box. I don't know why this is happening and why I'm not seeing any chat messages in here. But I will try to fix it. I am trying to fix it. So like I said, I'm not sure what's happening. Let me know if you guys are seeing me, seeing the chat as well. But for whatever reason, it's not showing up. I don't know why. I don't know why that's happening. I can't really fix it right now. Stephen John, I'm nervous as well, Stephen. Stephen, I had a bit of a disaster with my stream. I missed the whole 13 minutes. Our local provider messed up really bad, Stephen. Welcome, Stephen, from Malaysia. Stephen, I really appreciate you joining in. Folks, Stephen John is all the way from Malaysia. He's a massive Argentina fan. He works with the guys, Mundo Albaceleste. He's a massive, loyal, good friend of mine, and I really appreciate you supporting. Stephen, what do you think? Stephen, get your boys to join in and really support my stream. I really would love that. Because I missed a couple minutes and a lot of people were in the lobby and jumped out. So, Steven, let me know. Jason, FIFA's Wonder Boy, should have gotten at least a yellow. That was for the... I think Jason is probably talking about the step on. So, Jason, I'm going to go out on a limb here and guess you don't like Messi. Jason, where are you from, Jason? Welcome to Argentine headquarters. What can I tell you? Jason Kava 73, welcome. All are welcome. All are welcome in here. Let me know where you're from, Sivan. Let the other people in here know where you're from as well. Sivan is from all the way from Malaysia, folks. So we have people from all over as well. And like I said, folks, I'm not sure why my chat isn't showing up, but I'm trying to see if I could get it to work. And it's not right now. My notifications are not coming up. So... I guess I'll have to figure it out another time. Steven John, 1-0 isn't going to be enough. We need another goal, need another one from Nataro. Correct. This is very similar to the Saudi Arabia game. We got a goal, interestingly enough, from Lionel Messi. Who knows? Algeria may come out really hard. I'm not very happy, Steven, and everybody else in here, with how Algeria has been getting a lot of movement towards the top of our box. Jason Kava. I actually remember you, Jason. Jason, did you watch the Trinidad and Tobago streams? I remember you. Welcome back. I'm supporting Curacao. I was supporting Curacao as well, Jason, from the CONCACAF region. They were in our group as well. And that loss bothered me a lot because I think Curacao is a lot better than they looked. Germany seems they love to really humiliate teams and, mess with them. So welcome, Jason. And like I said, everybody, I did have some technical difficulties at the beginning with the cable provider. So like I said, I'm relying on everybody, Steven, and everybody to share my stream and get people out there. So I really appreciate the love, Jason. And like I said, folks, it's not only Trinidadians, it's a world feed for Argentina fans and people around the world. So, Jason, I really hope Curacao does well, for CONCACAF. And, I like Dick Advocat. And I think... that result was really rough on people from CONCACAF as well. I know a lot of people. I know James, he's my co-host. He supports Scotland. But, I really think that, that game against Haiti, I could understand the CONCACAF dilemma. Because the stream was such a disaster, I forgot to bring my drinks. But let me know what you all think about the studio. Sivan, what do you think about my studio? Sivan, it's all decorated. Should I put on the Argentina home jersey, folks? Should I do that? I really thought they were going to play with the away jersey. So should I switch? People in the chat, let me know who's supporting. Also, keep the comments going. Like I said, folks, as it's halftime, I'm going to ask everybody, be sure to like, subscribe. I'm going to set a goal. We're going to try to get to the 10,000 mark, folks. We're going to try to get to the 10,000 mark. For whatever reason, the chat isn't displaying. I don't know why. But, we'll try it. I'm going to try to refresh the chat here. I'm trying everything since it's halftime. And hopefully, let's see what's going on here. Let's see if I could get this thing working. Tech support. I have no tech support today. Lawrence, where are you when I need you? Let's see. So for whatever reason, it's not showing up. I don't know why it's not showing up. Andy, A. Sooklal, I'm guessing that's Andy. Good start, need another goal. Yes, I agree. So that's my brother. He is in Qatar right now. And I could tell you folks, I'm really pissed at Rush. I'm really pissed at Rush. And yes, but we do need another goal. We do need another goal, folks. So Andy and everybody, Andre, get them boys to jump on my stream because I lost about 12 minutes. And it's good for the algorithm for all my people around the planet as well. So as you can see, I set up the studio. The last time we were here with James Baird supporting Scotland. Tomorrow we're going to have Terry Fennick. So everybody as well, continue to jump in and show some love because unfortunately at the beginning of the stream, Rush Sports, I missed about 13 minutes, and I'll say that a million times in the stream. So I'd like to say everybody who stuck with me and came in the stream, I really appreciate that. I'm thinking to probably change into the home jersey, folks. A lot of people have been asking about my footwear. It's an Adidas Croc with the Argentina gibbets. Let me see if I can take it off. As you can see there. There we go. There we go. That's it, as you can see there from Adidas. I do have some links you guys could get stuff. On my Instagram and wherever else. Nyla, you need plenty snacks. I don't eat snacks, Nyla, but I'm a health guy. I like lots of food. If somebody brings me some nice steak, some Argentina steak, I'll take it. So welcome, Nyala, sorry. So like I said, folks, I really appreciate. I did have a bunch of technical difficulties. But I'm really mad at Rush because everybody knows I'm a huge Argentina fan. And I'm seeing Jason saying I should change the jersey. So, people in the chat, give me a thumbs up if you want me to change the jersey. I'll do it. Let me know. Let me know if you all want me to do that. And at the same time, while we're talking, I want to make sure that I don't know why, I'm not seeing my notifications. I'm not sure why that's happening. Sivan John, it's 19. What's 19, Sivan? I'm not sure. So I see the feed is back, and I'm guessing the players are probably going to come back on the pitch. This time I could actually go in sync with the feed I have here, so I could I have another laptop here as well. So let's go to the second half. And I can time it really well now. So like I said, folks, for whatever reason, the comments are not showing up on the screen. I don't know why that's happening. It's 10 a.m. I'm already in my third glass of Guinness just to calm the news. I understand what's going on. So Sivan, Niala, Jason, Candice, everybody else, should I change my jersey to the home jersey? I think I'm going to do it really quick. What do you think? What do you all think? Should I change it really? I'm not going to change it live on stream because that's just not how I roll. But, I'll do that. There are a lot of people have been asking me why I got the jersey. I mean, you all know what to get those jerseys. But if you all want me to get them, you could reach out to me and I'll help you guys get them if there's. But, getting them during the World Cup is going to be tough. So they're going to restart here. Lionel Messi is coming on. I'm going to change the jersey really quickly. What do you all think? Darren Alexander, 10 p.m. So I really appreciate people jumping in the stream, Darren included, Andy, everybody else, because I did have a technical glitch at the beginning. So I wonder if I have time to change the jersey. That's the thing. Do I? Molina is coming on. Interesting. So Sivan John is in Malaysia, Darren. So I don't know if I have enough time. Maybe I'll change it during one of the hydration breaks. So I have my clock here. Molina, I'm assuming, is coming on for Montiel. Montiel had a lot of injuries, folks. You have to do a quick wardrobe change. I will do it as soon as I set the timer. I have to make sure the timer is set. So, let's see. There's a timer. I know they do it for the first kickoff. Would they do it now? So look at the screen, folks. I have my timer set up. It's going to be in sync with my feed. I'm guessing Flow Sports, and we're off. Second half, folks. Argentina versus Algeria. Now, this position makes me nervous because we've been here before, folks. And I could tell you, there is no Argentina fan that's arrogant or complacent. We are very aware how things can go wrong. I think that is one of the things about being an Argentinian fan. I will change a jersey at the next hydration break. And folks, if you're just joining me, be sure to subscribe to the channel. You could follow me on all the socials down there. Everybody else, I really appreciate my loyal people who supported me with the technical difficulties, because I know a lot of people were waiting in the chat for this to start and it didn't start when it was supposed to. which is very annoying because I've been waiting for this game for 4 years. But Molina is immediately being very physical. As soon as he came on, I'm guessing they identified a threat down the right side. Scaloni has his thinking face. I'm not overly convinced with Medina. By the way, are you guys hearing me okay? Darren Alexander, that might be too late. I'll find a window to change it. In a couple seconds, I'll put on the jersey. I don't want to scare people on the live stream. Oh, of course, I'm neglecting my TikTok people. Oh, my goodness. TikTok people, we're live on TikTok, Twitch, and on YouTube. So everybody on TikTok as well. Let's see who's out there. And I'm seeing the likes going up a lot on TikTok. So be sure to check it out for those on TikTok as well who are watching the game. Let me know you're watching it from Algeria, attacking on top of the box. They were creating some problems on top of that area. And they did get past, I think, like that defensive duo really quickly. Messi getting dispossessed. So this is my concern. So, like I said, Algeria with the 4-3-3. Maza, Bentaleb. Oh, it's moving really fast. And Goriri up front. Medina makes me nervous. Yeah, I'm not very convinced on Medina, folks. I never was. I thought you would have tried other players. I thought Barco was going to be that left back, but then he transformed into a midfielder. And then he sort of kind of tapered off. I think Brighton purchased him, and then he went off to Strasbourg. So, I think his development got stunted a little bit. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, so I think I'm going to change your jersey really quick. I'm going to change it now. I'm going to change my jersey. I'm not stripping on camera, folks. Woohoo! Argentina with a free kick. Let's put that jersey on, folks. And everybody in the stream, you're probably still hearing me. I'm all away from the mic. I really appreciate the support. I need it. I want it. That's what I'm talking about. I have changed. I don't like that spam in my chat. I don't want spam in my chats. Get out. All right, folks, I'm back. So I'm going to try to get rid of that spam really quickly. Let's see if I can do that. Open in web browser. Yeah, I don't want nobody spamming my chat, folks. So Argentina, I changed it really quickly. Folks, did I do that quickly enough? Let's see. So there is a little bit of spam. Don't spam my chat, bruh. So I blocked that chat. I blocked it. They are not coming back. They are gone. I changed our jersey, folks. So Algeria, like most modern pressing teams, are pressing up front, which is the right thing to do. As an analyst, I'm guessing that's the right thing to do. As an Argentina, I still have the label on, folks. Do I? So we're switching the jerseys. Hopefully this will bring some luck. I'm not a very superstitious guy, but I know some of you all are. I'm not. I'm a logic man. So Leo getting the ball out wide. Wow, there's another person. People trying to spam my chat, folks. So you guys keep the comments coming to kill those things. This is where I need Lawrence. Lawrence, I need you. I'll need you, man, to get rid of some of the spam. Trying to spam my chat. What is wrong with these people? So no spam for you guys. No spam. So yes, I am blocking all those spammers, folks. Yes. So Jason, are you liking it? I still have the label on. It's poking me. Leo. Ooh, that's Leo's favorite spot, folks. Who is that in the crowd? I'm seeing a guy in a World Cup 94 jersey. Let me keep an eye on my TikTok people. I can't be letting down my TikTok people and Twitch people. So like I said, folks, Darren and everybody else in there, I did have a bit of a glitch, so I really need my people to really share the stream and get it out there. And, my international viewers, we have people from, obviously, Curacao, Malaysia, UK. That means a lot, folks. I really appreciate the support. I know a lot of you watch my Trinidad and Tobago streams. And, it's the World Cup. This is the big stage. We should have been here. Do you think Trinidad would have done any better against Germany? Darren is a big Germany fan. So I'm seeing Aymar and Scaloni doing their thing. Antonio Garcia, if you remember Cameroon 1990. I try to forget that, Antonio. I saw that when I was a kid. When Cameroon won. I mean, that was a brutal game. They literally almost broke Canisia's legs. I remember that even though I was a little kid. Curtin Tallman, welcome. So people are coming on the TikTok, folks. Keep the likes coming on the TikTok and everywhere else. We want to get that following up. I can't sit still because I can't sit still. I can't sit still right now, folks. So, like I said, well intercepted by Lisandro. Lisandro, recovering from an injury, but he's back now. Usually Argentina tends to start kind of slow. But Molina showing some composure in the back there. Apparently, Molina has discovered a new ability, giving away the ball, though. That's not what we want. Enzo, we need you to win that ball. Excellent ball. Pass. Lautaro to... Is that Almada? I don't think he has outright pace like the other guys. He's going to cut back for sure. Not a very good pass. Leo on the ball. Not a very good pass. Not a very good pass. He shouldn't be annoyed because that was a bad pass. Was it Rodrigo de Paul? Who was that? Let's get a look at that replay. Argentina needs to get that second goal, folks. I do not want a Saudi Arabia situation. People in the chat, what's going on? People in TikTok as well. Oh, I'm looking for the label and it's right here. My God. The label is right here. Jason, not going to lie, TNT might have conceded less against Germany. You think so? I think maybe a Trinidad with Dwight York, maybe, Jason. Jason, I really appreciate you supporting from Curacao and everybody else. Be sure to join in. Antonio, the poor legs are giving up. Is it playing in the MLS, folks? Is it playing in the MLS? I didn't like that he went to the MLS, folks. I don't like that at all. I figured he should have stayed in Europe at least until the World Cup and then gone across. I feel like going to the MLS hurt Rodrigo de Paul. And to be honest, I thought when Messi went to Inter Miami, I thought he was done. De Paul MLS-ness showing up. Yeah, a lot of us have been angry. Lionel Messi with a through ball. Lautaro. He's going to have to try something there. Well saved by Zidane. It feels so weird saying saved by Zidane. Yes, the son of Zidane, folks. Make no mistake. You read correctly. So welcome Curtin Tallman in the TikTok chat. People in the Twitch as well. Like I said, everybody. I don't know why the chats are not showing up. And I will sort that out for the next game. I don't know why that's happening. But I think it's because I'm using multiple machines. El Toro, what a chance. Antonio Garcia is part of my Inter Milan group. As well as Kirby. So I really appreciate everybody supporting. Lisandro passing the ball back. Folks, Andre Sooklal, what happened to Alvarez? So Alvarez had a bad injury towards the end of the season with Atletico Madrid. He even played with an injury in the Champions League. So he is recovering. He's doing PRP treatment. Somebody like Alvarez, if you asked me about a month ago, I would have said that would have been our key player. More so than Messi. It would be a shame if he's not playing at top form for the World Cup. It's almost the reverse of the 2022 World Cup, where Julian Alvarez definitely was in top form and Lautaro Martinez was the one that was injured. No, this time around, Lautaro Martinez is the one who is up front and in full fitness, and Julian Alvarez. So I think he's racing for fitness. So that's why it's important for Argentina to kind of handle these games. I'm seeing Nico Gonzalez coming on. So does that mean Medina is coming off? So we just spoke about Julian Alvarez and he's coming on. So I'm guessing he's fit enough to play a couple minutes. McAllister looked roast. He looks like a little tomato. Or somebody would say tomato. So like I said, folks, I really appreciate the shares and the views. I did have some technical problems. I am very mad at Rush, folks. Very mad. I switched to the home jersey. So Nico more than likely is coming on to reinforce that left side. Because, like I said, folks, I'm not sold on Medina. Julian Alvarez is coming on for El Toro. Nico Gonzalez is a bit of a hit or miss for Argentina. He's very athletic. He's very fast. But he is prone to some mistakes. And I'll be glad, he does perform for Argentina. But he does have a mistake in him. He has these moments where he can get a red card, but he's also very physical. He has aerial ability. So, hopefully he doesn't, do any nonsense. I'm not saying he's a liability, but, he's kind of like a crazy Di Maria. I mean, nobody's compared to Di Maria. Nobody's compared to Di Maria. So, like I said, well controlled. I thought that ball was going out. Cuti Romero, Tottenham not having a great season. I think that's more down to the rest of the team. For whatever reason, a lot of people have been passing blame. Folks, let me know what you think about the platinum here. That's my battle here. So Almada and Lautaro Martinez are off. So I think they're reinforcing the left side to protect Medina a little bit. I think Nico came on. I think Scaloni identified attacking down the left side. And I think Nico Gonzalez is to kind of protect Medina a little bit. Because they were going down the left side a lot. Argentina gave away the ball a little too much. Yeah, this Argentina is no longer the Argentina of the past where they would dominate. This Argentina is not afraid to do that kind of football if required. This is where the first game Argentina tends to start off a bit slow, but I don't want a loss, folks. I don't want that pressure this early in the tournament. Algeria doing well to hold on to the ball. I don't know if this is Argentina's game plan, which is kind of dangerous, or is it that Algeria are creating? This side of the pitch here is normally a weak spot for Argentina. They do concede a lot of goals. If you look at Saudi Arabia and over the time, teams like to cut in on the left side and seem to cause problems. And I think Algeria are trying that. I think they're definitely trying that. So you could see Nico and Medina doubling up. Clearly, that was a tactical thing. Like I said, once again, Medina is not having a great chance. I think he got away with one there. That should have been a foul. Lisandro, usually he's very comfortable in possession. I was also not very happy with the friendlies Argentina played. I wasn't. I wasn't happy with the friendlies they played the last time as well. So, I'm going to have to trust Scaloni. Aymar and Scaloni. Scaloni looks like he's always drinking his bottle of water. I'm very thirsty, so I'll probably grab one. So everybody in here, like I said, let me know how this is going. People in the TikTok, people in Twitch as well, let me know what's going on. Like I said, I did have a bit of a disaster, but, hopefully it's working right now. And, continue to keep supporting us in the chat here, folks. So I think everything is running smoothly. Are you all hearing me okay? Anthony, Candice, everybody. Darren Alexander, Argentina fighting for the ball, willing to wait on Algeria mistake. Yeah, I see that. I don't like that though. But this team, Scaloni, is a coach that's not afraid to lock things up. This is a team, if they need to defend, they will do it if they have to. I'm not saying they're Italy, but if they need to lock things down, they're not afraid to do that. Messi with a nice ball out wide. Rodrigo de Paul. Let's see if you get a good ball in it. There's a good ball. Oh, what an interception. The good thing about Rodrigo de Paul is that he has that passing precision. But, Alvarez, he's come on. Let's see if Alvarez is rusty or not. I mean, this guy has been injured for a long time. They've been babying him. De Paul, wearing the long sleeves like I do. I love the long sleeves. That was a beautiful interception. I used to play a lot of defensive roles when I used to play for university and with my friends. And I always appreciate a good tackle. I always appreciate a good tackle. So Lionel Messi, will he play the full 90 minutes? I was hoping Argentina would have gotten some goals by now. Make no mistake, I know Algeria is a difficult team. You'll never hear me say that they were an easy team. You are ahead by 10 seconds. I'm watching on Telemundo. Candice. Well, I'm guessing Rush let down somebody else as well. McAllister with a bit of a back heel. So Argentina need that second goal, folks. We don't want a Saudi Arabia situation. We don't. These teams from the AFCON region and so on are very much, there are no weak teams. I get annoyed when people say that. This team should beat this team. That's not the case. Shot by, could this be another one? Is it onside? Lionel! Lionel Messi with goal number 2, folks. A shot by McAllister. Let's update the scoreline really quickly. Leo. Once again, a lot of people saying Lionel Messi, once again, being in the right place at the right time. And it's showing, even though he may not have the legs, being in the right place at the right time. Zidane not holding on to that ball, shows that, the power of that shot. So I'm looking at the replay here. Messi to Nico. Crossed the ball in, cleared. And, credit to McAllister. The shot was deflected, so it did cause the people some problems. And this is where intelligent players use their footballing IQ. It's not all about muscle and brain and brawn. It is required, don't get me wrong. But this is very good to see Messi get that second goal. Vamos! Argentina! There's no analyst tonight, folks. There's the Argentina fan, embraced by Leo. Exactly what we needed, just like in the last World Cup when Mexico was stressing us out. Messi takes that pressure off. And, kudos to McAllister for taking that long-range shot. It seems as if, make no mistake, folks, I'm not saying this is a perfect performance, but Argentina have not really come out of first gear as yet. But yes, so it's 2-0 if you're just joining us. 2 goals from Lionel Messi, a golazo in the 70th minute, and him capitalizing on a rebound off of Zidane, the son of Zidane. The first goal, I would love to hear what James Baird, we have a goalkeeper. James Baird is our co-host as well, folks. So let us know. TikTok, what do you think about that goal? Twitch, everybody else. Kutan, good defending by Algeria. Yes, you are behind by about 30 seconds. Kutan, apparently everybody has different feeds because some people saying I'm ahead, some people saying I'm behind, and I'm just going with what Rocheport says. So if the time is behind, you have to blame Rocheport. And also, Kutan, Rocheport made me miss the game by about 6 or 7 minutes. Algeria getting the ball in. So Argentina are going to want to get a clean sheet. Apparently the jersey change worked, Darren. You're right. So like I said, folks, the objective I'm going to try here is we're going to try to get to 10,000 subscribers and likes and so on. So, when you all get a chance, subscribe below. All my people, I'm really appreciating. A lot of people are all over the planet watching. I know there was a lot of people in the lobby at the beginning, but unfortunately it couldn't start. Medina is Argentina's weakness so far by Antonio. I agree. I am not happy with Medina. I think the faster Tagliafico gets back in. I don't think he's handling those 1v1s very well. And it does not look... He doesn't look comfortable. And I didn't like him in the friendlies. I don't like him now. So we have to hope, as an Argentina fan, that he improves. Maybe Scaloni is seeing something that we're not seeing. Jason Carver today, Messi 2 goals, Mbappe 2 goals, Haaland 2 goals. Yeah, these guys, man. These guys are proper legends. All these guys. We are lucky to see these kind of players. And 3 different types of players. Enzo holding on the ball really well. So is this a water break here, folks? Is this a water break? No. What is that signal Scaloni is doing? That is a strange signal. So Ayala and Samuel doing their work on the bench. I have a lot of faith in Argentina because of those guys. Scaloni gets a lot of credit, but Scaloni, Aymar, and Samuel, favorite players of mine. Legendary defenders, and Aymar is a great, attacking midfielder. Before Messi, he was one of my favorites. Zanetti is my favorite player, of course. For all the Argentina fans in here, let me know who's your favorite player. Let me know who's your favorite player as well. The Argentina fans are singing, and I think because of that extra knockout game, Argentina are going to want to kind of secure qualification, also rest Messi a little bit. They don't want to solely rely on him. A lot of people keep saying that, but in the qualifiers, they did play a lot of games without him. And they got some good results again. So Mahrez is off, Aura is off, and Amora is off. So Algeria are making the changes. So Argentina have to now use their game management now. So let's see what they're going to do. So like I said, folks, I know people in the past are used to Argentina doing a lot of possession, but this team has evolved. You can see they're trying to get Medina into the game. He doesn't look comfortable. Medina does not look comfortable. He does not comfortable at all. Some people are asking me for the streams. I'm going to send it to them. Kutan. Welcome, Kutan. I really appreciate as well, Kutan. Kutan, share with all your friends. Let's get the likes up on TikTok. People on TikTok. What do you think? Mike, I can't hide the excitement anymore, folks. There's no analyst here today. This is an Argentina fan. So far, so good. Like, it's not a perfect performance. It's not a 10 out of 10 performance. Messi probably got a 10 out of 10. But it's not a 10 out of 10 performance. I'm seeing, a little bit of rockiness from the midfield. Medina does not look very solid. I'm trying to share this link with some people as well. So while I'm looking away from the screen, I'm going to do that. Let's see. Who do I send it to? I'm trying to send it to some other guys who are willing. I'm seeing a shot on Infantino. I know people have their opinions on him. Okay, why is it not sending? I'll fix that in a little while. So let's see whoever else is in here. I'm trying to get it to my Argentina fans. Make sure you all support. My neighbor is messaging me as well, so I'm really appreciating all the support from my people. So Argentina trying to kind of manage the game. Algeria. I've seen Scaloni gesturing passionately on the sideline. I don't know what he's doing. Infantino smiling a bit too much at Messi. I know a lot of people like to say he is that. I'm an Argentina fan. I don't buy into that. Because if he really was a FIFA baby, he probably would have gotten like 1 million trophies, in 2014 and things like that. I know you're joking, Jason. Lots of love from Jason. Jason, what about your people from Curacao? What are they? I really appreciate your support, supporting the stream from other people in the CONCACAF as well. Stephen John and your boys in Malaysia, let me know what's going on. The Mundo Albert Celeste guys, let me know what's going on. What do you think is going to happen? People are asking me to share my thing, so I'm doing it as much as possible, folks. I'm sending it. I am sending it, folks. So, the game is going on. It's hard to do the WhatsApp. Algeria are turning it on a little bit. They're going to try to get something from this game as expected. And, oh yes, the spammers are back. Time to get rid of the spammers, folks. Get out of my chat. I worked really hard on this chat. Get out. Let's see. Let's see. They're trying to spam my chat, so sorry, but adios. No spam for you, brah. So, there's my chat went up a little bit. Let me just fix that. So, Candice is saying Batigol, of course. I know that's your favorite player. And he is a monster. It's just a shame he didn't win a World Cup, because he was that good. I'm trying to really multitask here, folks. Really trying to multitask. So if you're just joining me in the live chat here, we did have some technical difficulties at the beginning. Like I said, folks, be sure to follow in all the social media as well. Like I said, forgive me for the technical issues at the beginning, but it was out of my control. Rush Sports, the feed was just down. And I'm going to have to look for an alternative now, folks. I can't have a situation like this where I'm doing a stream and I don't know if the stream is going to come on. I have this on my cable. Algeria with a shot in. Medina heading the ball away, not convincingly. He does not look confident. He looks... Woo! Shot by Algeria. You could see, I think, that they are targeting Medina. And I'm worried about Medina, folks. I am worried. And folks, let me know what you think about my studio. This is the EXTV studio. This is Argentina headquarters tonight. I decided to shift the studio around. Last time you didn't see the EXTV logo behind. And I'm really appreciating the support. And there's a water break. So there's a water break right now, folks. So let me fix some stuff in here. Like I said, folks, I'm very disappointed in Rush. They know exactly how I feel about what's going on right now. And I'm telling you right now, they messed up. So there's a water break. I know a lot of people are not a big fan of the water breaks, but I am. So let me know what you think about Argentina, how you think they're playing right now. Let me pull up some stats really quickly. What I was supposed to do was pause my clock, which I didn't. So I'm going to pause it right now. So now it's a little bit easier because I have multiple devices. So everybody's in here. Let me know what you're doing. I'm going to share the stream because a lot of people are joining. And Jason, if you want to share with all your friends at Curacao, you're welcome. You are welcome to do that. So like I said, I'm sharing this to people as well. They're asking, and I appreciate that. So I'm messaging my Argentina group as well. So I'm going to have to possibly look for an alternative option for this because I really, really, really want to make sure that I can deliver this thing because I waited a long time. I arranged all these chats. What do y'all think about my new overlay, folks? It's really matching. So Candice is saying she predicted 2-0. Antonio Garcia, Maradona is my play, and we also share the same update. I remember you said that, Anthony. That is, wow, that is super cool. That is super cool. What is this replay I'm seeing here? Oh, that's when Messi... That first goal from Messi, folks. Folks, I want you all to rate that Messi goal. With a thumbs up or emoji in the chat right now, folks. I want you all to do that. Let me know. People in the TikTok as well. People in TikTok, did you see that Messi goal as well? So, the stream is showing everywhere. I'm trying to read the comments. Kutan Tolman, I like Pablo Aimar, but Diego Maradona made me love football. Yeah, Pablito Aimar was one of my favorites. I had the pleasure of meeting him, Kutan Tolman, on the TikTok, Kutan. So I see the water break is over, so I'm going to have to get ready to resume my clock. Let me make sure it's correct. My stream is saying 71, so I'm guessing it doesn't stop, which is crazy. So I'm going to have to fix it really quickly. So my stream, I'm syncing it with my I don't have a stream, by the way. It's cable. I don't know why I'm saying it's a stream, because it's not. It's not a stream. People in TikTok as well. Like I said, Curtin and everybody else, get those. So I'm seeing 43% possession control, which is a little bit different. 7% in contest, and Algeria has a bit more. Now, folks, I can tell you, this is not the Argentina you all maybe remembered in the past. I will probably just pass the ball around. They're not afraid to play different tactics, which has worked for them up until at least the last Copa America. A lot of people, the spammers are back. Bloody hell, spammers, man. Bugger off. This is where I need my IT guy, so he could do this for me. Stop spamming my chat with crap. My gosh. These people are ridiculous. So I'm back here. I was quiet for a second there. Time to bring in Otamendi. Ota. I did my beer like Otamendi today, folks. So let me know what you think. He won everything else for Argentina but the World Cup. I'm guessing. Oh, that's Batistuta. So Candice also had some problems with Rush, folks. Rush, come on, man. This is not a good look. A giveaway by Algeria. Julian Alvarez to Leo. Could this be a hat-trick? Is that a penalty? That looked like a penalty, folks. That looked like a penalty. Come on, Molina. Get the ball. Are they going to look at it? Because you little fan, you little crybabies like to cry, oh, Argentina, get penalties. But when you play attacking football, that happens. By the way, I reviewed all of them in the last World Cup. Only one, I could argue, that's the one against Poland, was maybe a bit soft. But come on, man, you guys are ridiculous. So France, so did FIFA tell Moani to miss? Did FIFA tell the French players to miss in the penalty shootout? Come on, man. Shut up about it, man. It's annoying. I mean, I like Messi. I know some of you guys, there's a whole Messi Ronaldo thing. James and I was talking about that, but when it gets to the point where it's toxic and it's a bunch of nonsense, I don't entertain that at all. Or the only one on penalties. If you guys want to talk about rigged World Cups, take a look at 2002. Nobody said anything then. And, people need to stop that. If your team didn't win, there are dodgy decisions, don't get me wrong. But those were not. They were not. So, TikTok people, let me know what's going on. Algeria, of course, naturally are trying to apply some pressure. Argentina clearly are tactically kind of staying behind. I don't know if that's a tactical decision or if it's Algeria doing this. DePaul is very good at drawing fouls. Messi with a penalty appeal. Oh, Zidane is in the crowd supporting his son. Shaking his head. He doesn't seem happy, of course. Man, imagine having Zidane as your dad, folks. Imagine having Zidane as your dad. So like I said, folks, I'm trying hard to multitask here. I missed the replay. I'm only seeing when Messi's on the floor. Let's see another replay. Come on, Rush. That could have been something. DePaul is, if it's one thing DePaul still has, is that ability to kind of, draw fouls, keep possession. He's not a very stylish player. He's the kind of player that will do the dog work and every once in a while get you those passes. Now, like I said, a lot of people have been concerned about his move to the MLS, if that may have messed him up a little bit, so we'll see. We'll see as well. Like I said, folks, I'm very relaxed now, but at the beginning of the stream, I was very angry. Very angry. I don't know what happened and why that took place. But I did have some problems. So I'm going to have to clip out that part of the stream when this is done. So Rodrigo de Paul. Julian Alvarez is back from injury. So we're going to have to see how he does. Nice cut back to Leo. Could this be number 3 for Leo? And it is Leo! Hat-trick for Lionel Messi, folks. Hat-trick for Lionel Messi. Lionel. What a beautiful goal, folks. The Algeria people are not happy. What an entrance, folks. Lionel Messi still being the difference for Argentina. Wow, what a goal. What a goal. Hat-trick by Lionel Messi in the chat. Goal number 3, folks. Goal number 3. TikTok, Twitch, everywhere else. Nico Gonzalez putting the ball to Lionel Messi. He loves that spot on top of the box, though. He loves that spot on top of the box. Wow, what a player. What a way to announce yourself. A perfect example of footballing IQ and using your energy the right way. Now, if I was Scaloni, I would probably take Lionel Messi off. Redo. Leo. Argentina, folks. Argentina 3. Algeria 0. This man's footballing IQ is astronomical because he's 38. He can't run past 5 or 6 players, but he adjusted his game. What a player when Messi is in this kind of form, folks. Listen, Algeria is no crappy team. This is a good team. They are creating chances. Is this a perfect performance? No. But this is exactly what Argentina need. I'm going to have to pull this label off. It's poking me. Folks, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chats. What do you think about that goal? I want to get some emojis and ranking. Let me know what you think about that. Lionel Messi. You know, I'm sure Scaloni will analyze the game and see a lot of problems. What a wonderful pass. Was that Rodrigo De Paul or Enzo? De Paul again. Could this be wonderful ball to Julian Alvarez? It'll be nice for him to get on the score sheet. Julian Alvarez naturally will be a little bit off. He hasn't played for a while, so he's going to look a little bit rusty, which is a shame because he was in such sharp form for Atletico Madrid before the injury. Even there, you can see the missed time pass. So come on, you know, I want Julian Alvarez to really get some playing time, get some sharpness, try not to get injured. I see some substitutes coming on. So I'm thinking it's Nico Paz I'm seeing on the sideline. I'm guessing if Scaloni is smart, he could probably take Messi off now. I think he should take Messi off now. What do y'all think, chat? Should Messi come off? Man, turn back time, Redo, just saying. Yes, he did. He did, folks. I am trying. I just lost my... I'm trying to use a... Oh, my goodness, man. So Otamendi and Nico Paz are coming on. So I'm guessing maybe Lissandro, if I had to guess, is coming off. Because Lissandro Martinez is also coming back from an injury. So maybe just to give Otamendi a couple seconds to get some playing time, to get the players up and running. Ole. Yes. What a goal, folks. What a highlight reel this is going to be. Such emotion. The stream wasn't working. Then it started working. And when it came on, Algeria. So Lionel Messi, as expected, is coming off. Listen. Bravo, Leo. Lionel Messi, folks. Lionel Messi. Bravo. What a player. So Nico Paz, the next upcoming talent coming on for Lionel Messi. He has stated that he wants to stay at Como, that he thinks, and Otamendi is coming on. Folks, I'm trying to look like Otamendi. What do you think? With the beard, with the bird. With the bird, folks. What do you think? I love Otamendi. I love physical players. But I'm a little bit worried that he's still here. But, you know, ever since he went to Benfica, he did improve. So it's good to give Paz some playing time. He did recover from an injury. And the spammers are back. Get out my chat. My gosh. That means the chat is doing well, folks. That means the chat is doing well. So, like I said, everybody as well, let me know what you think. 3-0. 2 golazos and 1 rebound. You know. But I guess it's rigged. Isn't it rigged, folks? Rigged? You love that word rigged. I guess FIFA rigged that ball into the box, didn't they? Did they rig that first shot past Zidane? Come on. Shut up about it. Listen, I'm realistic. I know it's going to be very difficult to even have a chance to maybe win the World Cup. History is against us. But you can only take one game at a time. And I know it's very difficult. I'm very realistic. France is very strong. Spain is very strong. Terrible pass. Argentina getting a little too cheeky at the back, but well recovered by Medina. Well done. So Medina, I've been criticizing Medina all game, but that was a little bit of a sloppy pass, that 3-0. Alvarez giving the ball to Nico, who's very fast. And, Algeria, I can't see who that is, but to their credit, shut up, Drogba. Shut up, people who are saying the football is rigged. Shut up. If you all know where that voice is from, you all deserve a prize. Let me know where Andre Redo619 and I are doing that. So Algeria are doing their subs. Algeria are doing. I need to get some water real quick. Real quick. I'm gonna take my hydration break. Brought to you by nobody, because nobody owns me. Kemira Bobo. Kemira Bobo. These bloody spammers, man. Andre Jones, could you come and please be my IT support for these streams and we could have fun? Andre Jones, good friend of mine. I think you should come to the next live stream. I think you should come to the next live stream and help me out with this. It's too much. And Lawrence, where's Lawrence? Lawrence, where are you? Let's see. And we're back. Lionel Messi with a hat-trick, folks, if you're just joining us. 81st minute, he came off with a hat-trick. Listen, Redo, and I think Redo is a good friend of mine. His name is also Andre. I think he will be great and a great addition to the stream. So I think, Redo, you should come. Do it. Very nice. If you're wondering what that voice is, tell me. Yes. Maybe the jersey made a difference. I still don't know why my chats are not showing up on the screen, Andre. Redo, Lawrence. Why are you missing these streams, Lawrence? You're sleeping on these streams. So Medina, Messi is all smiles on the bench as he should be. This is exactly the kind of result Argentina needs. You could take some nerves off, play some of those players that are coming back from injury, and get them comfortable in the game, folks. Get them comfortable. Folks, by the way, what do you think about the long sleeve? This is my Otamendi look. So Paz, this is a good opportunity for Paz to get maybe about 15 minutes. Alvarez as well to get a couple time. Redo will sort it out. Yes, I don't know why. I have it set up here already, Andre. I just don't understand. I'm trying to. I think it's because I use multiple devices. It may have not synced up properly. Because I have like 3 devices here. And I think because I stream on the other PC, that may have happened. So yes, we'll have to fix that. So like I said, folks, let's get those subs up. Come on. Nico with a very, very risky pass, but it worked. I guess he caught the Algerians off guard. A threaded ball back to Emi. So one thing I could tell you guys, this Argentina team is not afraid to play pretty or ugly if they have to. I could tell you that much. Just ask Brazil when Argentina broke that curse and won the Copa America in 2021. And if they have to play attacking football, they can. What I'm thinking here is Argentina can kind of calm down, not concede a goal. That's very important. Don't concede any goals. And the players are a little bit nervous. They get some playing time. They get to kind of get comfortable with the game. I had some issues with Scaloni not playing some of the other players in friendlies, especially when Argentina were qualified. Molina, the Algerian player, I can't see who he is, getting past Molina pretty easily. So, Molina is another player coming back from injury. So a lot of these players need to get back into the game. Algeria drawing a foul. McAllister not happy with that call. Let's see. Let's take a look at the replay. TikTok people, Lionel Messi, Leo. I see a lot of people in here as well, so be sure to support the live as well. I'm going to hydrate really quickly. My people, what a way to start off the qualifiers. For me, it was an emotional roller coaster. Folks, I encourage healthy habits. You notice that you will never see me drinking soft drink anymore. People who know me know I used to drink a lot of Coke. I love my viewers. I love my fans. I want you all to take care of yourselves. I had a friend who passed recently. And I want to say a special shout out to him. Extremely good friend of mine. I would even consider him family. Andre Sooklal. He probably would have been in this seat here right now. This seat was for him. We talked about doing this. And he's not here. And, I think he would have enjoyed. He's an Italy fan. I think he would have enjoyed. Algeria with a free kick, well blocked, but I think he would have enjoyed this. So, this is a dedication to my boy, Brian, Suki, Andre Sooklal. It's still a little weird not having you here for a World Cup. This is a guy that has supported Extra Time TV from the very beginning, folks. This guy, there's a lot of things that goes on behind the scenes that, you all don't know, the kind of battles I have to fight. And this guy has always been steadfast and supportive, highly logical, not ruled by emotions. And, to get support from somebody like him consistently means a lot. He saw the potential of EXTV and what you guys can do and fans, and always encouraged me even when I had doubts. Even when I had doubts, folks. So that goes for him. This was Andre Sooklal's seat. I'm telling you that now. So for the people in the chat who know who he is, he's probably having a very serious football discussion in the sky right now. So, 86 minutes, hat-trick. These spammers, man. Andre, how do I deal with these spammers, man? What do I do? I keep blocking and new people coming in. Some people say that's because the chat is doing great. But my gosh, they are relentless. They are relentless, folks. People in the TikTok as well. Where did I put? So like I said, we're going to have Andre for the next Argentina game. And I have a couple friends, Screech and all you guys out there. Some actual Argentines from Trinidad and Tobago. And they'll probably join in as well. There is a small possibility I may be at the World Cup, maybe on the streets doing an IRL stream. But Algeria doing their best to get something from this game. This is a good test for Argentina to try to keep a clean sheet. DePaul with a very careless clearance. He was being a bit too cheeky there. He should have been able to get that ball out. They love good streams. Well, I realize that because another person told me when they're coming in, that's usually when the streams are doing well. And I'd like to say a special thank you to everybody who has been keeping the streams really well so far. People are still asking, folks, and I know why. It's because we lost a couple minutes into the first stream. DePaul looks like he's in his zone, folks, so he probably heard us with that MLS comment. And, it's crazy. It's crazy. What a match, folks. What a match. I'm sending it to people. I am sending it to people, folks. Be sure to join in, folks. There's just a couple minutes left. We're in the 87th minute. Lionel Messi with a hat-trick, folks. And in spite of the technical difficulties, I was rewarded with a 3-0 victory. And everybody in here who has been supporting me, I really appreciate that because it was almost a disaster. Ross Sports, what are you doing? I'm going to now have to get an alternative. I can't be setting up a stream and don't know what's going on. So, Algeria probing, trying to find an opening here. Like I said, the analyst mode is off, folks. This is Argentina fan mode. After when James and I do our shows, we'll do that. We'll be having our daily shows with James Baird and myself where we do wrap-ups. If there's a match that you all want us to do a watch-along for, we can. So yeah, folks, I would really like to see Alvarez and Paz get more involved. I noticed in the last friendly, because Messi is such a dominant presence, it's really important to see Paz, get on the ball. Otamendi's coming on. Players like Molina who have been injured. It's great for... Oh, that's Otamendi who did that tackle. Truth be told, in the last World Cup, Otamendi waited to the final to make his first mistake, but he had a very solid tournament. He had a solid Copa America. And, he seems to be a reinvented guy. Like, I had real concerns about Otamendi still being in the lineup. But, Ayala and Samuel are very top-rated players, and they've been doing well, so I trust their judgment. DePaul with a giveaway there. That's maybe the MLS and DePaul there. I don't like that. And maybe this is a game they could get the sloppiness out. Because Algeria is a tricky team. And I think they navigated it well with all things considered. So yes, folks, we're in the EXTV studio, folks. I rearranged the studio a little bit. So you can let me know what you all think about that. And where you're watching the game. I know a lot of people had to watch the stream elsewhere. And, that's very annoying. I'm very annoyed. And, Andre, you can let me know why you think I refreshed the chat. It's not coming back up, Andre. So I don't know what's going on. Lawrence, if you're out there, let me know. So Antonio Garcia, sorry, Andre Maradona, I shared the same birthday, not date of birth. That was a time. Yeah, I figured as much. I figured as much, Anthony. Muchachos. You all know that song? You better know that song. So, folks, I guess the old crybabies are going to say Messi rigged those FIFA helped Messi score those goals, right? Like I said, I'm not under the pretense that, I've never been that way. That's not my style. I know there's some people that are delusional. To me, it's one game at a time, and we see how it goes. I've been through a lot of rough times with Argentina, but at least, they got that positive result. Excellent tackle there. I think that's Enzo dropping deep. Argentina passing the ball around. This is what we need to get them comfortable on the ball. Algeria pressing very high. So we have 6 minutes of extra time. I love that training jersey Messi has on. I want it. I want it, folks. I know some people have been asking me, a lot of people have been asking me where I got this, where I get my gear. I mean, guys, I'll be honest, you all waiting to the World Cup to get this is really bad. But give me a shout on the chat or in my inbox. You could follow me on social media and so on. I have different types of content as well. But yes, so Molina's coming on. It's good for him to get some playing time. Nico Paz hasn't gotten much touches on the ball. Alvarez is probably going to need to get a bit more on the ball. But, he just came back from an injury. So, this is good for them to not be under any pressure to get a result. To just get some playing time in their legs without injuries. Like I said, this is a tricky group, folks. This is a tricky group. And it's a tricky bracket as well. So, like I said, it's not a perfect performance. I do have my criticisms with Medina. Scaloni clearly saw what I saw and brought on Nico Gonzalez to reinforce that left side. Anthony Garcia, but at least Argentina is doing well. Yeah, Algeria. What I heard people say Algeria is an easy team, I thought they were crazy. They were crazy. So people in the TikTok, keep the likes coming. Keep the likes coming, folks. I will be playing that new... I've been trying to play the new FIFA on Netflix and I can't get it. I even have a VPN. That's not working. So I'm guessing, of course, Trinidad and Tobago is always lame. We can't get anything. I wanted to do a reaction, maybe play with some of you all in the pre-match. We could play some FIFA on the screen, online, challenge a couple people. Andre Jones, already committing to you for the next game, Andre Jones. You're going to be here. Rachel! So Argentina kind of seeing off the game. DePaul, throwing a little bit of a mini tantrum there, but, he's trying to link up with Molina. Two former Atletico Madrid teammates. Well won by McAllister. McAllister getting a full 90 minutes. I think Scaloni is intelligent enough. Alvarez getting involved deep. I think a fully fit Alvarez would be a real problem for opposition teams. It's just a shame that he came into the tournament with an injury. And as you all know, folks, when you're that kind of player, you need a couple games to really get back in form. So, yes. So, like I said, folks, share this with your people. Let me know what you're thinking. I do apologize at the beginning. At the end of this stream, I will have to try to clip off that glitchy part where there was an echo. I don't know why that happened. I think the software may have not synced up properly, but I'm enjoying the feedback. We got a lot of support. We'll be doing our next watch along for Scotland tomorrow. Terry Fennick is going to be here for England. So, it's going to be hilarious. Is that Messi's first World Cup hat-trick? I think so. I think that's Messi's first World Cup hat-trick. And the spammers have returned. You annoying bastards. So Argentina are trying to see the game out. Let me know what you think about the stream, folks. What do you think about the studio? I fixed it up very nice for you guys. And I hope you all are enjoying the effort I put in. And a big thumbs down to Rush for messing with me. Well, I think Argentina next game will be tricky. I think all Argentina games will be tricky. If you're an Argentina fan, there is no such thing as an easy game. You have to kind of play till the end. So there's 2 more minutes left. Paz desperately trying to get involved and drawing a foul. In the last friendly, I think he wasn't as involved as he would like. And it just goes to show, as good as Paz is, he still has a good way to go in his development. And to really, be an understudy to Messi is really important. I'm sure he's getting good coaching tips from Pablo Aimar and Lionel Messi. So, I'm very happy with this result so far. And folks, I will chat for a couple minutes after the game. And we can have a discussion. Let me know what you think about the game. Stephen, John, everybody else. What do you think about the performance? If you have any criticisms, I usually do that. And you can let me know just the overall thoughts on the World Cup so far. What do you think about the water breaks? And Algeria, once again, trying to spread the play here. Both not doing well. So I think Argentina may have knocked this team out of Algeria. Look at that goal. They're showing a replay. The first goal, a lot of people are saying he should have done better. I don't know. James, what do you think? If you're in the chat, James, let me know. I'll be very annoyed if you're not there. So everybody, I'm seeing Kurtan has joined us again. My team is playing Friday, which is Brazil. So we'll be doing a watch along for that, Anthony. James is for Scotland. So, I have a little soft spot for Scotland, so I'll be supporting Scotland. So it'll be good for you to join in that live stream as well. And we'll be doing some at some locations. I'm negotiating that as well right now. So you could let me know what you think. That training jersey for Argentina is fire. Fire, fire, fire. I love that jersey, man. Don't be surprised if I get it. Don't be surprised if I get it. I'm fully immersed. So Emi Martinez, just about 5 seconds. I guess this should be the final kick of the game here. This should be the final kick of the game here, folks. Like I said, everybody, when the game is done, we're going to chat for a couple minutes and then I'll wrap things up. Emi Martinez, and that's it, folks. That is it. The game is done. The game is done. Argentina 3, Algeria 0. Hat-trick from Messi. Hat-trick from Messi. Muchachos! Vamos, Argentina, folks. I am loving what I'm seeing in terms of Messi and his performance. This is the kind of Messi you want for the World Cup. Starting off your first game. Was it a perfect game? I don't think so. I saw some issues, but I know under this particular team, Argentina tends to start off kind of slow, and I think they managed a very tricky Algeria team pretty well. They can dribble, they can attack, they have pace. I think it was smart to take Messi off. And let me just read out some stats from SofaScore as well. People in the TikTok as well and Twitch, let me know what you think about this game. Curtin, everybody else, if you're in there right now, anybody who's checking it out, we're live on YouTube, Twitch, and I will be doing it on Instagram as well next time. So like I said, folks, we're going to try to get the followers and the likes up to 10,000. We're going for that. We are going for that. So let's pull up the stats really quickly from SofaScore. Let's see. SofaScore. I'm managing a lot of things here, folks. I'm managing a lot of things right now. So everybody, Anthony, Darren, let's talk about it. I'm going to stay on the stream for 5 minutes since I lost the first 5 minutes. I will be having a little conversation. So Messi and everybody shaking hands, a team in good spirits. We didn't, for example, we didn't get to see players like Juliano Simeone. Paz, hasn't really been able to make an impact yet, but at least the pressure is not on him. So let's pull up the stats really quickly. Let's refresh those stats. So Argentina, 48%, which is interesting. They allowed Algeria to have some possession. Maybe that's a tactical move. Expected goals, 1.23. And big chances, 2, 10 shots. Saves, Algeria 3. Corner kicks, 2. Fouls, and so on. And all Argentina shots were kind of around the central area and on the left. But wow, what are those goals from Messi? Let's see, SofaScore, who's their man of the matches. They usually give you a man of the match. So the momentum maps you could see, which I'll talk about in my reaction. You could see that Argentina dominated. So you can see the players are happy. They are in game mode. The Argentina fans are happy. What a way to start, folks. What a way to start. I would love to see, Argentina secure results in the second round because they're going to have a tricky bracket, folks. They're going to have a tricky bracket. I can relax a little bit. I can sit back and relax and have a conversation with you all now. That Algerian uniform, if you don't know, it looks like a Mexican uniform. So the fans are happy. I am happy. 3-0, folks. 3-0. Lionel Messi with 2 golazos. 2 golazos. Emi Martinez and everybody else are having a good time. A lot of people have been asking me what's going on here, so I'm trying really hard to do that. All the guys are applauding out. I'd like to see that Julian Alvarez is getting some playing time. And get some minutes in his legs because you need time to get things back. Redo, I think this was a feeling out game as Messi was the center of the attack. Yes, and a lot of players have been coming back from injuries. I see the Argentina fans are greeting... the players are greeting their fans. And I think, once again, Messi proved to be decisive. So, Scaloni will want his substitutes and the players who came back from injuries to play really well. And, I see guys are in here messaging as well on WhatsApp. So I'm pausing for a second here because I'm trying to multitask here. And for people in TikTok as well, let me know. Let me know. Like I said, I usually have a customary thing where I stay for maybe about 15 minutes after the game. And I usually come on 15 minutes before. So I think overall, there's a couple things. It wasn't a perfect result in terms of, a perfect performance. But I think this is a perfect result for Argentina. It takes some nerves off. I think Messi playing like that takes a lot of pressure off the other players. I just hope they don't run out of steam. I think they didn't really hit full steam yet because, like I said, there was a lot of players in there that did not have great in terms of form leading into the World Cup. And a lot of them had injuries. Lisandro Martinez came back from a long injury. Molina was kind of wobbling around with an injury. Tagliafico was out. Nico Gonzalez had an injury. Leandro Paredes came back from an injury. Julian Alvarez came back from an injury. So I'm glad that, these players could come on. There's no pressure. They weren't losing. And they could get a couple of minutes. So people in the chat, let me know where you're from. Like I said, people are still messaging me as well. And, I will try to figure out why the chat didn't pop up here. And I don't know why that's happening. Maybe it's a syncing issue. I'm seeing Lo Celso. He didn't get a lot of playing time as well. So for now, Rush is done. So like I said, folks, just a reminder in case you all are wondering, if you go back to the beginning of the stream, I was ready and waiting to start the live stream. And there was no feed. So apparently honestly, folks, I'm going to have to get an alternative feed if I have to pay for it, which I'm paying for this one as a backup so that doesn't happen. I mean, come on. Argentina game. Everybody knows I'm an Argentina fan and this didn't happen. Come on, man. That's crazy. That is crazy. So, like I said, folks, absolutely crazy. People are messaging me now. Maybe I changed. Changing of jersey help, folks. What do you think? Do you think the changing of the jersey help? So, folks, if they have any questions, I'll stick around for a couple of minutes while I recuperate and see if I could really, answer a couple of people's questions. And if there's people in the chat as well, I'm going to message my guys as well. So yes, I paused for a second, yes, folks. So yes, so like I said, I really appreciate everybody supporting me. I kind of upgraded the stream and the layout. You could let me know what you think. I will try to get the chat up and running next time. I don't know why that happened. Jones says he got me, so I have two good IT guys. So Jones, you're gonna have to. We're committing to have Andre Jones here next time. And like I said, I want everybody to continue to support us. I really appreciate the support we've been getting. We've been getting a lot of subscribers, and the upswing in EXTV traffic has been very high. And, I want to tell everybody, thank you for supporting. Continue to support us by following the socials. Like and subscribe in the YouTube video below. Be sure to click the notification bell. Also, there's EXTV merchandise that are delivered globally. We have a global audience. Malaysia, Qatar, Canada, Curacao, Jamaica. We have a lot of people, folks, and we're going to be doing a lot of these watch-alongs. So continue to support. We have the super chats as well. That goes a lot into helping the channel. There's a lot of work that goes into this. We will be doing some IRL watch-alongs. We will be going on the streets, talking to people. I may make a quick run to the US, folks, so look out for that. And, things like that. So like I said, folks, put some questions and comments, and we could talk about Argentina a little bit in the comment section as well, and as well as the other games. We will be having our match wrap-up with James Baird. There was a bit of a Didicel outage today. So, folks, you could let me know what you think about that. I will probably need to rewatch the game for the first 12 minutes that I missed. And everybody else in here, make sure to send this to your friends because, I know for a fact because of the mishap with Rush and Didicel, I was not able to see the first couple minutes. It was very annoying. Very annoying. So I see people asking how to join in the chat. So people are asking to join in. So I'm basically doing a lot of administrating here right now. So of course maybe I may hire somebody and get in. People are really excited. So Screech is in here. Welcome, Screech. Screech, I would have loved to have you here. This seat is for you, Screech. It was also here and a good friend of mine's. Only special VIP seats. This is Argentina headquarters. Screech, let me know what you think about this part of my studio. Do you like it? Screech is a massive part of my little Argentina group. And, I really would have liked to have Screech in here. Screech, I didn't ask you this. I'm assuming that you are. Siempre. Vamos, Argentina. Let me know. I would have loved to have Screech in here to, reach out to the Argentinians. And, I have an objective. I'm going to try to get fully up to speed on my Spanish by December. I'm going to do that. Proper setup. I did this, I have this stream is set up in different ways. I'm really glad that you like it, Screech. And, you could get all the Argentina boys to join in. I did have a technical mishap at the beginning, Screech. So make sure and subscribe as well. Because at the first minute, my rush feed was not working, so I missed 12 minutes. Screech. Could you imagine as an Argentina fan waiting 4 years for the next World Cup and your stream doesn't work? So, folks, let me know in the chat if there's any other options. I may have to get a VPN, maybe pay for Peacock or something. I don't know if that could work because I can't have, this happening. I can't let down my viewers. It has been working perfectly. I felt that was really strange. But, what a performance. What a performance. Screech, what do you think about Medina, Screech? Screech plays ball as well. And, Screech, what about Diego? Are you guys in here? I really appreciate, the conversation from you guys. Hayden, everybody else who's in here. I know my cousin, my bro, and everybody all around the place. My cousin Sean is a massive Argentina fan. I have to get you a jersey, Sean, as promised. And then everybody else, join in as well. I really want to hear it. So VPN may be the best thing. Rush Sports giving too much trouble. Yeah, folks. And the thing is, I am doing some communication with people from Rush, and they're already getting a lot of stick for a lot of people who just don't have the cable set up. I guess Trinidad and Tobago people, which is where I'm from. We're used to that. They already have to pay, and then you're doing this. And there's a massive Argentina contingent in Trinidad and Tobago that will be unhappy about this because people were going crazy on my phone. Crazy. So, folks, let me know what you think about the game. Let me know what you think about the feed. What do you think about my audio? What do you think about its setup? We'll be doing lots of these. Argentina, it's not over yet. We have a couple games. But, Screech, I do have my VPN, so I may have to do that. But, Screech, who would you use? Because I was thinking about using Peacock. I was trying to sign up, but I think in terms of the international signing up, the credit card may be an issue. So I may have to do that. I may have to resort to I know there's another app some of my friends were telling me. Medina was solid. I was impressed. Added necessary 3 centre-backs to the back line, while right back Montiel and Molina could move up. Yes. So I was criticizing him because, he did look a little bit dodgy in the 1v1s. But he's very different from Acuna and Tagliafico. I could say that much. His characteristics are different. And I think, because Messi took those goals, those guys, a lot of pressure came off of them. And they could have probably played a little bit more. What do you guys think about DePaul? I know a lot of people have been criticizing DePaul's move to the MLS. Do you think that he performed at a satisfactory level? I'm not even going to ask about Leo Messi. Leo Messi is, wow, what a special player he is. Like, folks, I'm not deluded here, I know this is going to be tough. His history is against teams going back to back. I would love to see it as an Argentina fan, but I know there are a lot of good teams in this tournament. And, Screech, what do you think about, Paz coming on in this game and also in the friendly before the World Cup? I feel as if he's still a couple games away from being that player, but I mean, Messi's a hard bar to live up to. I still feel as if he's still missing that little step you need at international level. I would like to see Tagliafico and Senesi on the field to try out different backlines in these next 2 games. So I'm hoping we secure qualification quickly. This is completely off topic. I'm looking at a surfing highlight and there's a shark. Wow. That's crazy. But anyway, DePaul 50-50 with him on the field, but he did his job. And the thing is, DePaul, Screech, I agree, DePaul is that kind of player. I heard those guys from MLS, taking a crack at him and whatever, I'm mad that he went to the MLS. I didn't like that he went there. But DePaul is not that spectacular player that's going to do rainbows and, he's going to do step-overs. He's a functional player who gets the job done. He gets physical if he has to. He does have the occasional wayward pass, but he also has the ability to find players. And, if he could get that form, maybe I've seen DePaul elevate his game when required, so let's see if he could do it. Candice Tagliafico is still injured. Yes, he is. So I'm hoping, my concern is when players are injured and they come back, sometimes they need a couple games to get their legs going. But, maybe Ayala and Samuel, I trust those guys. Paz, I need to see more of him till I could decide whether he should be. So I agree. I think Paz needs a bit more time. I would have liked to have seen him more in the friendlies. That window when Messi went to India, I felt as if that was an extra friendly. We could have used those guys. So that, that's something I'm really concerned about because he definitely needs to get involved. You could see he was trying to get involved and maybe got a little bit too physical. The thing about DePaul is you're never going to see a spectacular performance from DePaul. He's the kind of guy who will be functional. So, a lot of people are concerned because he was playing in the MLS. Steven John, welcome back, buddy. I'm going to be honest. Overall, as a team, it wasn't the most flawless, but getting a good start is vital. We got over that opening game, Hoodoo. Yeah, I agree. I think it's important to start that way. It's been a while since we started like that. I think you did see a little bit of nervousness in the beginning. Algeria, folks, I don't know why people keep saying Algeria is an easy team. It's very annoying. Very, very annoying to see that. So I see people are messaging me as well to join in as well. So I really appreciate everybody supporting. Like I said, I really want to get as much Argentina fans as possible. I know there's people not just from Trinidad and Tobago, from Malaysia, from Curacao. Of course, there's the Argentina contingent in Trinidad and Tobago. So my brother just messaged me from Qatar and he said he's heading to Houston. It would have been good to have him here. I was trying to call him for some tech support. So everybody else in here, I'm seeing my cousins from Canada. So messaging as well. I see my mom just messaged as well. So yeah. So, Lionel Messi as well. A lot of people are messaging me, which I know why, because at the beginning of the stream, folks, it shut down. So Sivan, what about your boys as well in Malaysia? Are they going to join me for the next game while you guys are watching the game? I would love to hear the feedback from you guys, folks. Sivan John, folks, is a good friend of mine. He's a great supporter of Extra Time TV. And, he's affiliated with, he has his blogs. He's a massive Argentina fan like myself. He had the pleasure of seeing them for the Under-20 World Cup in Malaysia. And his insight is always wonderful. I would love to maybe I wish we were in the same country. This would have been a good shot place for you, Sivan. So Sivan as well is in the pre-VAR era, that Algeria goal might have stood, and it will change the circumstances of this game. Now, to me, when my stream came on, it scored. Now, to me, it was a clear offside. But, that's kind of scary that a goal like that could be called. A goal like that could be called. And, I did see a little bit of rustiness from our wing-backs. That is a bit of a concern. And, I'm getting messages from everybody, folks, from on my WhatsApp as well. So I'm trying to communicate with everybody. I know there's people in TikTok as well. So I'm forwarding while we speak, folks. So I'm going to bring Andre and Lawrence next time, because this is a lot to handle, folks. I have to admit, this is a lot to handle. So I'm messaging people as well to make sure they get what's going on. I'm really honored that you all are joining in the chat. I know a lot of people may have missed the live stream. I will clip out the area that was a bit dodgy with the feed, so you all can let me know about that. You can let me know where you all are watching from, and just let me know your thoughts. This is a great start for Argentina. I'll probably talk for a couple more minutes, and if there's anything else you want to add, let me know, folks. Let me know as well. So like I said, I did have some technical glitches at the beginning of the game. I will consider, folks in the chat, before I go, my Argentina fans, let me know who do you all recommend for me to possibly try besides Rush. Because I just think it's very crazy that for the Argentina game that the stream just went down like that. Some people, it was working. Like, I have a chat with a lot of my close friends and it was working for them. And I don't understand what happened. So like everybody in here, let me know what's going on, where you all are watching from. What do you think about my setup? I'm doing different. You all are seeing the full range of my studio now, folks. The different looks. Last time James and I was on the other side of the studio. Maybe this time I'll bring James back here. At this time you all can see the EXTV logo and things like that. So like for me, I'll start to wrap things up here because I'm really tired. I'm going to get something to eat. But let me know what you all think overall. Do you think this performance was convincing? What do you think about that hat-trick, folks? What do you think about that hat-trick? So I see people as well. And I'm going to send the chat to a lot of people. A lot of people have been now joining in. So I'm still surprised that people are asking to join in. So I'm sending it to a lot of people. I'm sending it to a lot of people as well. I'm trying my best to send it to everybody. But what I will encourage, folks, I do have a WhatsApp broadcast group. So that way you all can keep up to speed on everything and see what's going on. And, you could join in the live stream as well. So Argentina are a team that I think started off a bit dodgy. A bit dodgy. Screech, first game since 2014 we opened with a win. Correct. We drew against Iceland in 2018. We lost against Saudi Arabia. And even the 2014 win, it was a close game. I think it was 2-1. I think it was against Bosnia. I could be wrong. Messi scored a golazo in that game. But if I remember correctly, I think Sergio Romero had a bit of a gaffe in that game. And, I think it ended up being 2-1. So a lot of people are messaging me here. So, like I said, I'm going to tell them. I'm going to message them right now. Join in the live chat now, fellas. Join in. Click on the link. A lot of people were in there. Sivan John, we never had a good start at defending champion, losing to Belgium in 1982 and Cameroon in 1990. So, folks, let's be real. Let's have a real conversation here. Do you think we can go back-to-back? Of course, as Argentina fans, we want this. Screech and I said if Argentina win, we're going to run down Arpita Avenue. I don't know, maybe I might flip or blow up or spontaneously combust. I may possibly head up to the States and get into the vibes of the World Cup. My brother's in Qatar right now, so he may come after. Barry, what's up, Barry? Barry, come on, man. I wish you and Amando were here. So, folks, Barry Jai Mongal, who just joined in the chat. Barry, you have an international audience here now, Barry. Barry, Screech, my real boys are in here. Barry, Sivan, Screech, and Antonio, Amando, as well. You all could join in as well and drop your comments. What do you think about the game, Barry? I want to hear your comments. We have a lot of people in here from all over the world. Let me know what you think about that. What do you think about the game? What do you think about the defense? Messi scoring the golazo. Folks, let's have a real conversation here. I know it's very difficult. As an analyst, I have to say this because that's how I think. The statistics are against us. Argentina, teams generally don't go back-to-back. It was only done twice, way back when. I don't want that World Cup curse. I'm not going to be arrogant. We still have to secure qualification for the next round, but I'm hoping we do that. So I would love to hear your thoughts, Barry, Sivan, Screech, whoever else is in here. Do you think, based on what you saw tonight, that we could have a very good run in the tournament? Based on what you saw with France and the other teams today? I think, if we played Spain, I know a lot of people are talking about Spain, but I spoke about Spain. I think they don't have that number 9, and it showed. We could do well. Back-to-back hasn't been done since 1962. Yep, I am under no delusion that it's going to be difficult, Sivan. I'm not going to be delusional, but I could hope and have a fool's hope. What can I say? That's all I can say right now, So Sivan thinks, it's going to be difficult. I would say difficult, but not impossible. I think we do have a difficult bracket. I think if, let's say, Spain tops their group and, Uruguay comes second, but we don't know now because both teams drew. So anything goes in that group. We may have to play Uruguay, and Bielsa is the kind of guy. I hope he doesn't have a point to prove against us. Uruguay is going to have to I don't know. A lot of conspiracy theorists, I say a lot of people are intentionally coming third. I hope that's not the case. Candice, my rush disappeared and it just reappeared. Barry, yes, if Spain don't top their group, we will play them in 32. That will be harsh to play a tough team like that so early in the tournament. But I guess you could say if we want to win the tournament, we have to play teams like that. I'm hoping by the time we get to that stage, if it gets to that point, all the players that are coming back from injuries could get some time. So Barry, that's going to be a rough one. And now the third place playoff is going to be technical. Barry, where's Armando? You guys need to play this on the screen and join in. Like I said, I was going to log off, but with you guys here, I'll chat for a couple of minutes. Of course, everybody in here, be sure to subscribe. We'll be doing giveaways as well. Barry, what do you guys think about my studio? This is basically Argentina headquarters for the World Cup. Antonio Garcia, this World Cup is hard. It is very hard to call. There are a lot of good teams. It's very difficult for me to really say who's going to win, and I can't say that. James and I will be doing our daily show, our daily wrap-ups as well. We'll be having cool FIFA content. I will be trying to play the FIFA World Cup Netflix game. And, Armando and Barry, guy, you feel free to join in. I would love to hear Armando's thoughts. A lot of people are messaging me right now. A lot of people are joining in right now. I have a lot of friends who are messaging me right now. And I'm trying to communicate with everybody. It's difficult. I'm going to have to get somebody. It's best, bro. Need to come on. I would love to have you guys here. You and Armando and you guys. This is Argentina headquarters. Come across. So welcome, Barry. Screech. Due to how everyone is playing the World Cup, no idea how it can go. The smaller nations have done really well so far. Anyone's to take, however, first time Argentina and Messi playing with no pressure. Yes, I agree. You know, we've always had that hovering cloud over us over the years. Even when we won the Copa America last time, you know, a lot of people were kind of expecting us to fall over, especially after the Saudi Arabia game. And I think we did break that mental hoodoo that was over our head for years. And I'm not saying, hey, we're going to win. I would love us to win. But I'm saying, you know, I think, Screech, you're right. I think that pressure has taken a massive load off of it. You know, for the people who are here in the live stream last time, you know, what do you think about the different layout I'm using this time? Maybe changing the jersey did help. Maybe it did help. Barry Jai Mongal, Messi was superb pro. They can call him, can still, of course he can. And you know what I like about Leo Messi? His ability to manage the game with his physical. Obviously, he's declining in certain areas physically, but he could still have that impact and score those kind of goals. He's still an impact player. And folks, all my Argentina fans in here, this is Argentina HQ tonight. You know, all those people who talking about rigged and whatever, come on. You know, they need to shut up about that. Don't you all agree? Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you all think they need to shut up about it, because, you know, we have a lot of biased media, and luckily you guys have me to kind of neutralize all that nonsense. I could tell you for a fact, folks, there are people in our mainstream media that try to make things difficult. I know a lot of conspiracy theorists were telling me on my WhatsApp here, it's very possible that, you know, they may have tried to mess with certain things, and I hope that's not the case. I hope that's not the case. I really hope not. So, Barry, where's Armando? Tell Armando, click on his YouTube and join in. Just click the link and join in. I want to hear what Armando has to say, and all the other guys. I know it's a crew of you guys. Maybe you guys could come in for the next watch along. What do you think? What do you think about his setup? You and Armando could sit here. I have some seats over here, and we celebrate. Celebrate! This is going to be a massive. He didn't get the penalty. He just busted it in there. Yeah, you know they like to moan about penalties. You know, oh, he's FIFA's fanboy. It's very annoying. Very annoying. Look, people, I'm seeing people joining in the chat as well. So I'm gonna send this to them, folks. I'm gonna send this to them right now. All my Argentina fans are coming out. I don't care how long this is gonna go. Let's have a long conversation. Let's see. I'm telling another friends of mine. Join in the chat. I'm going to send him a voice note. Join in the chat, Zaya. You're live now. You can join. Click the link and join in. Another loyal Argentina supporter. Armando, click on your phone and join in. I want to hear Armando is my boy. Armando, man. We suffered together, and now we're celebrating together. And, you know, this is the first game. I'm not going to be premature, guys. Like I said, I'm not one of those delusional fanboys. You know, I understand it's still a long way to go. Listen, Jordan is also a tricky team. A lot of idiots were saying this is going to be an easy group. I heard analysts. Honestly, I don't know where some of these analysts come from. You know, like especially the American ones. No disrespect. I have a lot of friends who do it. Folks, I work in media. You know, I have friends like Shaka Estop, Thomas Rongan, a lot of these guys. But, you know, some of their takes, my goodness, you know, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But, I mean, what a performance by Lionel Messi. And somebody mentioned earlier in the chat, you know, Haaland had a massive game earlier. I was setting up the stream, so I caught a glimpse of it, you know, Mbappe as well. So we'll see. Steven John, we take one game at a time. I agree. One game at a time. Zaya, welcome, Zaya. Listen, folks, Zaya is a good friend of mine from UTT. Good footballer. He has a football academy. Zaya, what are they saying? What are they saying? They're saying it rigged still? Are they saying it rigged? Zaya, tell me what you think about this game. Folks, Zaya is a guy I played, well, he played on the UTT team. I played on another team, not that team. And he has a football academy as well. But he's a massive Messi fan and an Argentina fan. You know, two of us are always battling with people on social media who always say nonsense. So Zaya, welcome. Zaya, let me know what you think about the game. Let me know what you think about the chat. Be sure to subscribe. Everybody else, Barry, everybody else. When you join in, be sure to subscribe. It really helps. I'm trying to get to 10,000 followers, folks. We've crossed the 3,000 mark, and we've set up an objective, James and myself. But we're talking about Argentina today. Stephen John, Isaiah, I would love to hear your opinions. Isaiah plays the game, folks. And, he's a good friend of mine and a couple other guys, McCroy and everybody else. Shout out to that UTT crew who I went to school with. And I know some people have been asking me for jerseys, so let me know. I'll try to hook you all up. It's going to be tough during the World Cup, but let me know. So Zaya, everybody else, let me know what you think about the game. And everybody else, if you have any other comments, like I said, before you all go, I'm going to ask you all to subscribe. And, let me know what you all think about the stream. What do you all think about the audio? Are you guys hearing me okay? I may go to some locations, but for the Argentina games, this is Argentina HQ. And I love that people are joining in the chat right now. So Isaiah, be sure to join in next time when you're looking at the next game. We could do that. I know I do this with Trinidad and Tobago. El Payaso. Good start needed. Long way still to go. I think I know who El Payaso is. So everybody, El Payaso, if you joined in, be sure to subscribe as well. And, folks, follow me on the socials. El Payaso, drop your comments in the stream. Let me know what you think about the game. Let me know. I would love to. I think I know who this is. I really respect your opinions as well. Zaya, let me see what Zaya is saying. Lol, always rigged. Of course. But as you said, one game at a time. I like how all the focus was placed on France and Spain. Yes, I love that. Two things, Zaya. That, we won trophies, so the pressure is off. Messi is playing relaxed. We don't have that ghost over us. And, a lot of the injured players could probably get some playing time. If the result wasn't going well, it would have probably put some pressure like the last World Cup. We had to play Mexico. And, Messi once again taking that pressure off the team. Alvarez and all those guys. Armando here, phone giving trouble. DePaul was a boss. So like I said, folks, all my boys in here, while you're in here, be sure to, subscribe to my channel. And when you do that, follow me on all the socials on TikTok as well. When you do that, you automatically qualify for prizes. And also we have EXTVmedia.com as well. Once you keep giving your opinions, you will qualify for those prizes. Also, we'll be doing giveaways, a jersey of your choice, be it club or country. And also, head over to our Twitch and TikTok. I have a lot of hot takes on there. We'll be doing live streams with FIFA. I've been trying to get the FIFA Netflix game, folks, so we could probably play as well. And as you all know, at the beginning of the stream, I did have some problems. But, I really appreciate everybody joining in as well. And make sure to share with everybody, folks. Share with all your Argentina friends and join in with the next stream as well. I know I did this with Trinidad and Tobago games, but we'll be doing daily roundups with James Baird, people like Shaka Islap and whoever else. I will be bringing Terry Fennick and a couple players in here. So El Payaso, Ota off the bench, he is a guaranteed card. I don't know, I used to say that, but he has grown a lot. There was a time I was really scared with Otamendi, but since he went to Benfica, I was actually worried. I thought as if maybe Otamendi should have been out a long time ago, but he seemed to resurrect his career. The last World Cup, he waited to the final. He does have that one mistake in him. So, we're hoping Sanisi gets some playing time as well. Payaso, so good call. El Payaso, don't forget to subscribe as well and follow. Let's see. Pablo Cesar Aymar, the real man behind this team. Yes, I agree. That Argentina coaching staff, I grew up watching those players. I had the pleasure of meeting Pablo Aymar. I met him in Cuba, of all places, in Trinidad and Tobago. So, and having Walter Samuel and Roberto Ayala and, Scaloni was a wing-back, a defender as well. That really helps. Andre Sooklal, which is my brother, Andy. Andy, I know you're heading to Houston right now. I am trying to see if I could sneak and go to the World Cup as well, but I'm doing this. And folks in the chat, also let me know with Rush giving trouble if you all have some suggestions who I could watch with. I'm going to have to make sure the streams are okay. So Messi is now World Cup scorer. Oh, wow, that's right. That's right, Andy. My brother and his friends are the reason why I got in the stats. Andy, it would have been nice if Suki was here. What do you think about that? It feels weird without Suki is a good friend of mine, and I did give a tribute to him. This seat was supposed to be for him, folks. That is my boy. He's an Italy fan. He has supported Extra Time TV through thick and thin. He's a highly logical, highly passionate football fan. Getting the endorsement from somebody like him meant a lot. And, it really bugs me that he's not here. So shout out to Suki. He's probably having a good discussion up in the great football field in the sky. El Payaso, keep Terry too. We good. So Terry's coming tomorrow for the England game, folks. So watching an England game with an ex-England international is going to be crazy. Should I wear my 1986 jersey, folks? Does that mean? Let me know. Barry Jai Mongol, I'd like to join probably the next game. So I would love you to join all the games, Barry. I have these streams for all the games. This is what I do. These watch-alongs are very successful thanks to you guys and gals. I would like to say a special thank you to everybody who's joining in right now. I really appreciate the support. The feedback means a lot. It really helps the channel. And, there's a lot of cool things you can do as well if you want to. We will be having a lot of guests. We'll be having the shows as well in the news format. I'll be having EA Sports watch-alongs as well. A lot of content. We have a lot of content for the World Cup, folks. And you could also head over to extvmedia.com. And like I said, folks, I have set an objective to get to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, 10,000 followers on TikTok. Let's do that. And I know there's some people on TikTok right now. Let's see how the people on TikTok are going. I know the regulars are in there. So wow, people are still messaging to join in, folks. And I really appreciate this. My cousin is messaging me from Canada. I'm going to play his voice note. Let's play it. Let's see if I can hear it.
Go Argentina, boy.
So yes, that's my cousin from Canada as well. So I really appreciate that. I want to say a big shout out to Baird. If you're hearing this in the live stream, to the people up there, I have a lot of family up there. Baird is one of my most loyal fans and family. So shout out to Baird. Baird, I hope you're hearing me as well. And if everybody's in Canada up there, all my friends and family, I hope there's a big reunion up there and I'm missing it. So I want to say a special shout out to my family as well. Let's see what's going on in TikTok as well. Let's see. TikTok. People are on the TikTok as well. I mean, I want to keep the comments going. So like I said, my one concern was Medina. I will tell you guys that much. I see people in the TikTok chat as well. So you could join in as well, folks. And I will be creating a WhatsApp broadcast group as well. So Barry and everybody else, let me know where you all are watching the game. El Payaso. Sivan John. Everybody else. Zaya. Be sure to join in, Sivan John. We've seen the worst, we've seen the best. But what is certain, we have remained loyal. We will still be here even after Messi is gone. So Sivan John, what do you think? Can you get your boys? I'm forming the EXTV Ultras. I want everybody to join in as well. Sivan John, I would love to have you on your Argentina crew join in the next watch along. I know you guys are watching all the way from Malaysia. What time is it in Malaysia, Sivan John? And Andy, what time is it where you are? I know my brother's in the airport right now and he's messaging. And Zaya, where you are? El Payaso, let me know where you are. Let me know where you all are. I'll chat for a couple more minutes because I'm enjoying this, folks. I waited really long for this game. I waited really long for this game to enjoy it. So like people in the TikTok as well. I see people are joining in as well. I see Suffer Dream. Argentina forever in TikTok. Forever Argentina. Welcome, Suffer Dream. That is an interesting name. Is it you're suffering the dream of Argentina? If you're in here, welcome to the TikTok as well. Be sure to follow. Show me some love and follow. We're trying to get those followers up to 10,000. So I really appreciate that goal. Right now, we're setting the goal. Small goals, but we want to get those followers up, folks. So we'll be having a lot of things. So welcome, Suffer Dream. So we have people in TikTok, and we're live right now on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube, and we will be live on Instagram as well. Sivan John saying it's 11:37 a.m. right now, Sivan John. Sivan John, right now, I don't know if you noticed, but we qualified for super chats and so on. So, we have merch. So I know Sivan John likes to support merch. You can now order EXTV merch. It comes to wherever you are on the planet. And also you guys could support EXTV with super chats and donations and so well. It really helps the channel. And you could head over to extvmedia.com. So like I said, folks, before I start to wrap things up, let me know your thoughts on the game. Like I said, I did have some technical difficulties. I will be resuming the EXTV episode. We'll be having the England game tomorrow. And Zaya is in St. Joseph. I guess in St. Joseph North, maybe. There was a big... listen, guys, my rush did not work, so I'm looking for an alternative. So for the people in Trinidad and Tobago, let me know what you all recommend. If I'm guessing I'm going to have to pay one of those apps because, I can't be having a stream and it's not working. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, folks, like I said, before I wrap things up, what do you think about the overall performance, the tactics, and who do you think Scaloni should use in the next game? I'll be doing a reaction with James Baird as well in the show tomorrow. So just to let you all know, if you all don't know, we have weekly live shows where we will have the different topics where we'll discuss the 4 topics and then we'll have a Q&A. And of course, we'll be having giveaways and so on as well. And we'll be at different locations where you all can meet up. So Zaya saying we would like to see more of Paz. Zaya, where's McCroy? I have to get a jersey for McCroy. So yes, I would have liked to see more of Paz. You could see he needs some more playing time, as good as he is for Como. I actually wish Scaloni used them more in the friendlies leading up to the World Cup. And I'm talking about like a long time ago, but he did have that injury. Julian Alvarez had that injury. Romero had an injury and he came back from it. Alessandro Martinez had an injury. Divo Martinez had an injury. So, all Nicolas Gonzalez, who's a bit of a crazy player, had an injury. So, I'm hoping, these guys get that playing time and get their form back because, I was looking at those France games, folks. Olise and those guys. Yeah, that's going to, but we'll deal with that bridge when we get to it. Let's just face the next game. We do have, I'm seeing somebody else join here. Suffer Dream Tagliafico injured. Yes, he is. Armando, is that you? Hey, Armando. So Armando is in the TikTok. So Armando, welcome Armando. So we have Armando in the TikTok and Barry on YouTube. So Armando, yes, he is injured. They gave some updates where he probably may miss 2 games. So I'm hoping, the thing is when players are injured, you can't just throw them back into the starting lineup, as you agree, Armando. They need some playing time. Zaya, everybody, I do work in football as well. I've worked with, national teams and clubs, and I studied this in school. A lot of people in the chat here, like Zaya and others as well, did the same degree I did. And we understand the other side of the game. And, there's been fit and then there's been match fit. So you have to get accustomed to the play. So, like I said, do you all want to see the same lineup? Were you all happy? I was a little bit concerned about our wing backs. I still think they look a little bit wobbly. There was a time Molina did get beaten for pace a couple times. Montiel. My one other concern with Medina is that he does seem to not be fully comfortable yet. Even in the friendlies, I'm not sold on Medina yet. But clearly the coaching staff sees something in him, and I'm hoping it pays off. Had a good header saved in the first few minutes. So I did miss the first few minutes. So Armando, let me know what went on in the first couple of minutes as well. So like I said, my throat has taken a pounding. Because of the technical issues, I didn't get to hydrate properly. So I will be doing a watch along with Terry Fennick. I'm going to set that up tomorrow. It's going to be in the afternoon. So even if you guys, just want to hate watch England and watch me watch a football game with an English fan, should I wear the 1986 jersey? Folks, Terry Fennick, if you don't know, played in the England national team. And he also played against Argentina in the 86 World Cup. And, how many people could say they're going to sit down and look at an England match with somebody like Terry? So, Terry's going to be on tomorrow. I'm going to set things up. I'm going to make sure the stream is working okay. And you all could join in. It's going to be at, I think that game is maybe 4 p.m., 3 p.m. So I'm going to put the link up as well. You all could join in as well and show your support and, share it with all your friends and so on. And, continue to support Extra Time TV. Folks, all those likes and subscribing and sharing helps. Trust me. So, with that being said, Armando and everybody else, where the Maradona? I know Armando was going to say that. Armando. So, Armando, are you guys going to come and, join in the studio next time? It'll be great to have you guys here. Great to have you guys here. And if you can't, make sure and watch it in the bar. There's a bar where Armando and those guys watch. It really helps while you're watching the game. Support. So, Stephen, John, and everybody else. I think I'm going to wear the Maradona. I did change my jersey at halftime. And some people have been asking me about this, in case you all are wondering. It's an Adidas Croc. And, these things called gibbets or whatever you call it. They're in there and, I got them. I put some links on my social media if you guys want to check it out. So, like I said, so I'm going to wrap things up, folks. If there's anything else you all want to talk about that you think I missed, you could drop a comment in the comment section. We will be having the daily shows, like I said, where James, Baird, and I will be doing the Scotland watch-alongs as well. We'll be talking about all the games. We'll do a recap. And also, we'll have a couple minutes to take some conversations and so on. It's fully interactive at the EXTV studios. And we'll be doing a couple games maybe at Movie Town as well and so on. So with that being said, everybody in the chat, like I said, make sure to drop some hearts and likes. And, organize for everybody who's here. I may make a quick run to the States as well. So everybody's in here. Share with your friends. Share with everybody else. And I really appreciate the support. I'm going to wrap things up. I'm checking any last comments in here. because I know there's a lot of people. I'm going to have to rewatch the game. And like I said, folks, forgive me in advance. There was a glitch at the beginning. It was as a result of rush sports. I was not able to see the first couple minutes, but I will clip that out. I will clip that out. And if you all have any suggestions for another streaming company, I will pay for it. I'm not pirating anything. If there's a streaming company you think that would work, let me know, because right now I can't afford what took place with Rush. I know they're having some technical difficulties, but I'm really mad. So with that being said, folks, let me know. I see somebody else joining the TikTok chat, or Suffer Dream. So like I said, continue to support and follow, and let's get to that 10,000 subscriber mark. So folks, and all my Argentina fans in here, I would like to say buenas tardes, mi amigos. Vamos, Argentina. And like I said, folks, it's been a pleasure. And I'm going to wrap things up. So, folks, like I said, it's been a pleasure. And I'll see you soon.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for watching Extra Time TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe.